Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mary and Joe Show. It is Miss Chronic Chronicles. We are having a morning token talk with all fun things, topics, and wise. Let me see if it is live, because that would suck if we didn't get this to work. I'm going to double check it. I think everything is. Let me say hi in the chat. I'm only broadcasting right now on my YouTube channel, Miss Chronic Chronicles. Normally this podcast goes in more than one place, but right now I decided, you know what, we're just going to pop on. I have a joint rolled. I don't know where my coffee is. Let me grab that. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. While we get everything going, let me turn this music down just a tiny smidgen. It's probably whispering. I don't even know. We're about to find out. So let me mute myself for a second, and I'm going to check and make sure everything's working. Yay, it's working, it's working. Okay, so I'm going to try to make it work. You know what's really funny? Let me see if this will even show. I don't think it will. We're going to put me on camera, though. I put the tree up. I lit it up. We need to light this up, too. How's everybody doing in the chat? Let me see. Oh, yay. My Heather's here. Heather, how are you? I sound good? Good. I'm much better, isn't it? Congestion has been fun. I'm probably still going to choke, because I'm about to smoke. But let me know if the echo. Oh, hi, birthday chat supervisor. Justin, what's up, man? What's up? So, I had to come on here. Well, first off, let's light this up. Let me get my coffee. I'll be right back. If for some reason there's issues in the chat or anything, hit me up on Discord, because, well, yeah, my volume is on, but I can probably monitor it there because you guys give a fuck, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna turn. I will try to pay attention if I lose you. I hope I don't, but yeah, let me get my coffee. Nothing too fancy. I just warmed up. Real coffee. This is the cup from the place, but it's my coffee. How are you doing, everybody? So the reason I want to come on is because 7 years ago, actually, let's do this. 7 years ago, I made an announcement on YouTube that I was going to go into labor and be induced, and I wanted everybody to know that I was most likely having my child then. So I thought we should actually pull it up, because why not? Why not? Look at my adorableness. My child made 7 today. And you guys here on YouTube get the joy of having his 7th birthday with me. Here, I'm going to share the screen. There are 2 videos that I want to feature. I haven't looked at them again since then. But I think it would be a really good show and tell today. Just to kind of share how, it's a reaction of the birth. Not that we're seeing the birth, but let me go back to my videos. And it should be pretty far back, but worth it. So I initially set up when I was going to have him. I had it already made, the video, and then, so we're going 4. This is 4 years. We need 2 more. And then when I actually had my son, I did another video and showed you guys how adorable he was. So, and that is this video here. And then this is the one. Oh boy, okay. So we have the 9-minute one. This one's probably really intense to watch. I'm going to pull them all up, actually. Let's see how we feel about this funniness. Hold on, we're going to put that to the side. Uh-oh. I messed up. Hold on. Maybe we'll watch them in order instead of me trying to pull it up, because that's going to be way too hard. So, this is the video that, I'm in labor, pre-recorded. I want to review that one, and I'll review the itty bitty tiny adorable clip one. But, and then the new life, new mom, that's too long to do today. But 24 hours old, that's a cute one. Okay, so let me go back to the chat. I'm gonna light this up. But that's what I have planned today, is to do some cute little memory, go over it, kind of explain where I've come from and now where I'm going. My son blows me away. Let me just be real about that. Every single day. He is a Sagittarius. If you don't understand Sagittarius, believe me, I'm still learning. But it's gonna be fun. So this weekend, I'm planning to have his birthday with a friend. It's his first sleepover that he's going to have, so that's pretty exciting. Big moves for me too. Having little boys go crazy. We're gonna order pizza, have ice cream, the whole 9 yards. You're gonna join me, yay! So what am I smoking? Hold on, I will tell you. Some Kimmy Jones, and what was it? It was some white Urkel was left over from last night in the pile. And then I have lemon skunk. This lemon skunk's going so quick though. I'm really sad about it. It's so good. It's like the sativa isn't very strong, but the terpene and the flavor is so wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead. Thank you. Your sister's birthday today too? Side branches? Oh my goodness. So what was it like growing up with a Sagittarius? I am curious. Give me some advice. All right, so I don't have the volume on this computer, so I can't monitor if it's coming out okay, but I really feel like this one's really sad and sappy. I don't think I want to, I mean, I guess I should. I don't remember what I said. It is probably sad and sappy. This is probably the most exciting one we're going to watch right now. The other one's probably me worried about some shit.
Hello, YouTube.
Okay.
Well, if you are watching this video, then that means I have just made it public, and that means I am having my son right now.
Okay.
Or daughter.
Let's hope. First off, did you guys hear that? Let me make sure in the chat. Is the sound okay? I hope so.
Hello, YouTube. Well, if you are watching this video, then that means I have just made it public, and that means I am having my son right now. Or daughter, if that ends up happening. But I just wanted to make this video ahead of time. I am 35 weeks, and I feel like I'm going to pop. So any day it could happen. I am already 1 centimeter dilated, and amongst many videos I am behind on. You guys will obviously get updates later or at some point in between now and when I deliver. But I did definitely want to make this video real quick and just let everybody know, if you are watching this, that means I have made it live and I'm either in delivery or had my son or daughter. But just wanted to thank everybody for the awesome support ongoing on this channel and all my other social media websites. So definitely stay tuned for more updates, especially if you're watching this video, because that means he has entered the world or is on his way. Anyway, thank you guys for all your love and support, and I will definitely be updating more soon. Have a great day or night. Bye.
Okay, so all right, my volume's on. Thank God. So that one's that one, and I initially set it up. So, oh hi, DJ Brax. How are you guys? Welcome to the chat. We're going over 7 years being a mommy. You're feeling great. That is so great to hear. That's awesome, man. Thank you for joining me today. We're gonna see a cute little baby. My son's a looker. Let me tell you. When he came out, it was like Benjamin Button. Oh no! Did you see what just happened, guys? It's like Benjamin Button. He was like a straight little man coming out. I was like, oh my God, he's a soldier. But he was adorably cute. He was, I think, 6 pounds, 9 ounces, I believe, 19 inches long, which was, I felt it. He was a kicker. And let me see if I can do this. I don't have my mouse working, so that's a whole nightmare. All right, here we go. Hopefully it works. So this is when he was just born. First clip. He was so tiny. Such a little baby. I mean, look at my finger. It was as small as his nose. And there is sound, but I don't know why I'm not hearing it much. Let's see. everybody hated on me for like touching his face so much. You wouldn't believe the personal conversations I had. People were like, "You're gonna wake him up." I'm like, "He's my child." Oh my gosh. So this one is like when they're, you know, bright and red. He was so tiny. What a cutie. And as a mom, I was like in complete awe, as you should be with your child when they're born. Let me see these comments here. Next one, though, I really can't wait to show you guys. He's a cutie. And then there's one where I want to show you guys when he was Christmas time, when he talks about Santa. It's fucking funny. He was so little. Yes, they do grow up fast. He was a little bit slower to talk, more like 3 or 4s when he started talking. His first word was light, which I think is just interesting because he pointed to the light switch and it said light. So it was really interesting. And then I think heart, and then he said mom. So he said those before he even said mom, which was like, you know, it's the growth spurs. I was a little bit butthurt, but okay, you said light. You're a genius. And heart. Okay, so let's see. This video is almost finished, I believe. He was just sleeping. That's what I'm seeing. People really got an attitude because I was touching my kid. I was like, what? Come on now. Okay. Baby overload, people. Baby overload. Okay, I think he's just sleeping the whole time. Let me see. All right, so let's go back to the next. It's probably going to make me go all the way back to fuck down. And of course it will. Of course it will. So, as you guys can hear, my voice has not changed with my strength as a parent or as a content creator. But my exhaustion sure the fuck has. Let's see if I can find the ho-ho one. That was so cute. Oh, it's not in here. I'll have to look for another one. Okay, so the next one that I really, let's see, heads up. Subscribers unedited. Hello. I don't know what this was about. I feel like I should put this one on. First smiles. I don't know if I was hating. I might have been hating. We'll find out.
Hello, YouTube. So, this is just another video I wanted to put out there. Due to the circumstances of things people may or may not understand. If you're new to YouTube, then you may or may not understand that there are these things called subscriptions, where you subscribe to somebody and then the person you subscribe to can view who's subscribed to their channel. And with that being said, I just want to state it that I do know who's watching this channel and have no problem banning people from this channel if they become a nuisance to this channel. So I definitely want to put that out there, that there's always the trolls out there and there's always good people out there too. So if you know who you are and you're watching this channel, it's probably because you're interested in just what's going on in my life, and we may have known each other. But hopefully, if you, that person who has subscribed to this channel, is watching, it's because you're wanting to be supportive. If not, do know that your time is limited here, and I will ban you if you become negative. So just letting you know that. And then on other further notes, I just want to say I
am so glad I made this. I just got to touch on it right away. So first off, let me give you guys some context. My son's father does watch this channel, and I am very aware of it. And we're on a very positive conversation piece that he is welcome to watch it. It would be nice if he would get involved, but that's just not reality. So I am positive that he does watch my stuff along with other people. So I made this video to make it really clear I wasn't afraid and that I encouraged it, because if someone actually did take the time to get to know their kid through even a video that they may not be able to have the balls to call, but they try to have some kind of understanding with their child, hell, I'll take anything. That's how I felt about this particular video. And along with other people that were like trying to almost sway me as a mom, which was so silly. So, you know, That's where that comes from, but keep watching, guys.
A video going up, thankfully, yes, right now. So you'll probably see this video before you see any other videos. And it's basically just a very unedited version of, hello, this is what's going on. It's been a long time. It's been about 30 days since I've vlogged, and it's because I really wanted to spend a lot of time with my son and not focus on YouTube or anybody else. And there are a lot of people that are trolling in my life because, just like myself, never expected to have children. So yeah, they wanted to see how I'm doing as a mom. Well, that negativity can be portrayed in different ways, of just curiosity or possibly just trying to be a threat and negative. So if you're one of those bad people out there who just feel like you can't help yourself but see what's going on in my life, I don't have any time for that. So just so you know, yes, and a lot of videos have been taken down since I've last vlogged because basically I'm put it on private because it's just not worth having to explain myself to anybody out there or try to re-reference things for the new subscribers out there. So my videos are going to be here and there and as often as I can do them. And topic-wise, they're all going to be very different. And
I just want to make clear that I was really afraid at the beginning of, like, within the first weeks, that I would just have a massive amount of CPS workers just coming because people on YouTube even wanted to make a character assassination. Yet the interesting positive has been I've had nothing but support over these last 7 years being a mother on YouTube talking about cannabis. So I want to remind people who are also canna moms out there, you have a safe space right here, along with you canna dads out there too.
health-wise, a lot is going on in my life, so I will eventually start vlogging more about that again. But my son, like the video that's going up right now, it's uploading right now, I'm not going to be really showing him as much as I'm going to be talking about him. So that is going to be a pretty normal trend thing in this channel thus forward for now. And the main reason is I just don't I don't feel like I want to do that quite yet. I'm not quite comfortable with that yet, showing him all the time. But I will say,
yes, boy, I'm telling you, side branches, wait until you get some grandkids. We have 14. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. But I am not one of those parents that I don't even feel bad about the fact that my son has no siblings. He has a great network of friends, and he will his whole life continue to have that kind of thing. It's not just his friends, it's my friends that are extension. He has a whole family of YouTube family, 100%. It always is growing. You guys know who you are, even listening right now. And then to add to the whole mix is that his mother's on YouTube. So I have my own side family that he gets to know outside that radius, along with the real community as an artist. And because I run a business that really networks with real creative people and business owners, my son is so immersed with so many different parts of like community that I don't feel bad as a mom being a single mom. Number one, don't feel bad about it. Number two, I absolutely do not feel bad about not having other kids. It's possible one day I might meet someone who has fucking kids and he'll have a stepbrother or something like that, or stepsister. What was it? I think 6 years prior. Let me make sure. I'm not sure on the dates. Let me think. I think it was about, was it 3 years? It might have been 3 years prior to his conception. I had lost a child. So my son is my rainbow baby. People don't know that, but I lost a child not knowing I was pregnant. Trigger warning. Didn't know I was pregnant and miscarried in the toilet. So I had already experienced losing a child and had went grieving for many years and didn't even know I wanted to be a mother until I lost the child I didn't know I had. So that's really hard to talk about, and I don't often, but my son does know. His being alive here from the same father that I initially lost a child from, which me and his father we were affected by that, and we didn't even know we were gonna be. It made us stronger, and it made things harder. It made other relationships directly after that miscarriage, hard. And so for me, it was so weird that when I did get pregnant again with the same person many years later, my son is so meant to be, it's not even funny. He is so meant to be. So there were visions that I had of my son that I will probably pull up that video very soon, maybe even today, because I'm feeling kind of saucy, where I said I had a vision that I was going to be a mother. And nobody knew on the internet at that time that I had miscarried. You did too, Heather? Oh my goodness. Same here. I've got only one child. She's thankful she's the only one. Yeah, and when I say that when you have a rainbow baby, it really does make you look at life differently. You see others' experiences with birth and loss. Cuz I don't care what you say, people. When you lose a child, and I remember when I lost this other child, which in my soul, I feel it was like a female, so I just go with that, but whatever. And, everybody deals with their own. For me, it's like, I just had to like make it real. So I'm like, it's a female. I saw the child, so I will never, ever, 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 ever get that out my brain. I saw the child, went to the emergency room, dealt with the things. And my son, when he was about 4 years old, told me that he was seeing a little girl. He had an imaginary friend. I believe that spirit is absolutely around my son. Whether you guys think that's insane or not, whatever. It's just a fact. So my son believes he has a guardian angel, and he does think it's his sister. He does know the story. And so for me, like I said, I have other friends who have went through fertility, extreme measures trying to have a child and conceived or didn't, okay, and either have adopted or not. And so as a mother to now 7 years, I've been a mom for 7 years. Like, whoa. I don't know if you guys understand that. How many of you out there, parents, are like mind blown every day that this is real? Hey, Brennan! So I'm talking about being a mom. I'm going back into the histories of the mysteries of how it all went down. Man, let me talk about the ER and how they treated me. So I go in. Now, at the time, I was a heavy cigarette smoker. I would smoke a pack a day, or at least a pack a day every 2 days. A pack every 2 days. That's pretty much my minimum. But at that time, I was with the guy who was a smoker, and so I smoked even more. And I was a heavy smoker. I was drinking at the time, not all the time, but was drinking, was going out, was trying to feel New Orleans the way you would feel it. And hold on a second, let me read this comment. How awful. I was never supposed to be able to have kids, and so when I got pregnant with my daughter, she became my world. I am so thankful for her. I am exactly in the same. Okay, so I was diagnosed with endometriosis and cystic ovaries when I was 12 or 13. And I stayed on Depo-Provera for years and years and years. Sorry if it's TMI, guys, if you're listening. You came here. I didn't put it in your face. So I always thought, okay, I'm not going to end up getting pregnant easily because it never had happened. And so when I did miscarry, this person wanted me pregnant. He told me he wanted me to have a baby. And so when I did get pregnant and miscarried, I was like mind fucked by it. Then when I told him about it, it became this like, he didn't believe it. He didn't believe it was real. So when I did get pregnant with my actual son, when he did see that was real, he even at that time couldn't really rationalize it until it was fully on the screen with an ultrasound. I knew I was pregnant because I was projectile vomiting, not just vomiting like I normally do with my gastroparesis. I was Holy Mother Teresa. So I was like, oh yeah. And then I went and got the pregnancy test, and I got another one, and then I went to the doctor. And so I was only mildly between, I want to say 5 and 6 weeks pregnant when I knew I was. And when I conceived, I knew I was. Like, I can tell you guys, how many of you women out there, and I know men have experienced this too, but how many of you out there knew it the moment it happened? Let me get to your comments. I definitely believe that your baby in heaven stayed 100%. 100%. Definitely still in awe with the fact that I am a mom. Yes. Okay, so I think we are starting off lighthearted. I am going to go through these videos. I feel like it's a great day to do it. Hey, if you guys don't want to stick around for any of this sappiness, no need to force yourselves. This is more like probably a public therapy for me. But I also love having my family here. So you guys are more than welcome, you ladies, to watch and go with me on this reaction moment here. So here we go. And I got lots of updates and things to talk about. So it's not just about my little Timothy, okay, but it's about a lot of stuff going on we're going to talk about in this token talk, as long as my computer doesn't die.
Quite a bit of personality.
Okay.
And a lot of you people who have been following my journey with YouTube for the last 3 years will know that. If you've been following my Instagram too. I feel like a lot of you are like family now. It's just been a very long journey. And I have a lot to talk about, a lot to update everybody on in regards to my son and myself. So this is just a small clip of the next video and many more to come. So just want to say hello to everybody. I hope you're all...
This is why I don't show my son's face anymore as of like by the time he was 3. No, by the time he was maybe a year and a half, 18 months, maybe 2 max, 24 months. I stopped showing his face online because I've never had any problems. It's the reason that I haven't had any problems. I've decided to only show the back of his head. He's allowed to show himself as long as he wants the back of his head. Like, he will show you guys skits and random shit. Even like when I did my outro that I'll probably add to this today, where he says, subscribe to my mom and all that. That was my son. I didn't tell him what to say. He said it all. I'm keeping his identity private until he's about 14 to 16. So we got 10 more years, guys, approximately. So let me go ahead. Let's see here. Let me do this. And we're going to watch like a few more videos I absolutely want to watch today.
Doing awesome. And to the people who have subscribed, wow, it's nice to see you again. But please, I hope you're here not for drama, because I am not going to put up with it. The past can stay in the past. It's the best way I can put it. And all future, hopefully, positive events will happen in the future. I had a few different comments recently where somebody had said that they were watching my channel and knew that I didn't like them, but that's not the truth. The truth is,
Did you see that, Brennan? It didn't change you. I just made you moderator. Please say something so I know it works. Because this is bullshit. I did Heather's through the fucking thing. Oh, I'm mad. Say hello, Brenton. Say hello. So it made you moderator. It says moderator. Damn fucking YouTube.
don't have any negativity in my life. I don't have room for it. So if you're here to troll, then that's your prerogative, but I also can block you very easily. And yes, you can make a new channel and you can come back and start more drama, but really, it's not worth your time. So have a wonderful day, guys. I'll definitely be vlogging more soon. As I said, the next video should be uploading very soon. It's about a 30-minute long video, and it's unedited. So yeah. And
oh, I feel like we need yes. Do you see the excitement in my face? Fuck, finally. God damn, YouTube. Fuck. All right, that was very annoying, Brennan. Wrench sisters! Where's your misters? No, I'm kidding. All right, so I think we absolutely have got to hit up the next video I'm talking about. Because that's probably where I got probably really real and raw. Now, the whole time I was pregnant, guys, let me just be real. Shit is real. The whole time I was pregnant, I was afraid I was going to lose him because the doctors made it really clear that not only did I have a very small pelvis, I had issues with my spine carrying him, so there could be long-term neurological problems. I had TMI, trigger warning. I had incontinence, and I had other problems the entire time I was pregnant. It was horrible. When I mean horrible, disturbingly horrible. And it fucked with me a lot. I had to like focus on the greatness. Hold on a second. I was thinking there was another one I want to pull up, but that's not the one I want to pull up. Okay, but this might be it. So over around these necks of the woods, about here, my sincere mom theory. Oh, people. Oh, my people. We're going to watch that today by the end of this video. We might even watch the one where I found out I was pregnant. That's a story. I'll get some angry phone calls today. That's a story. I think I hit it, actually. Is that the one? Where's my blonde hair? Yeah, I hit it. That's fucking interesting. Maybe we won't hide it. Okay, Massive Life updates. Bump vlog number 1. Ups and downs. I think these are the ones that I like really did realize, oh shit, life's fucking getting interesting. Where does it talk about fake? Okay, Kicking for Love. Random Fries. Hold on, guys. Here's the one where I'm car vlogging. I hit it. I think I hit it. This is a fucking great video right here. Tweakers, lurking for children's toys. All right, so this is before I was a mom. Let's hear this out, guys. This is a good fucking video. Just because it's gonna add some sauciness to the rest of the videos today. Work. I'm not sure how bad this sounds.
Good morning, YouTube. How are you doing? I am doing decent. I need to smoke.
So this is me, never pregnant, other than the one I had my miscarriage, was absolutely in talks with the man I ended up getting pregnant with. That's my natural color on the roots. And these are my art in the background. I was living in Long Beach, California. I lived on the second floor of a fourplex, and I had the patio, so I would do a lot of vlogs from there. And you guys, I've been doing reaction videos on what is it? Rachel Raw Truth channel. So if you guys go there, you can watch a lot of reaction videos where I went back to some of these. But of course, for context reasons, I think this is an extremely good example of who I was before I got pregnant, before I relocated, and who I am today. This is extremely, but I might even say I don't want kids because I was really scared. I was terrified. Here we go.
Smoke a bowl with you lovely people. I have some coffee. It's going to be a token talk. I'm actually going to share with you my lovely morning. Just a tidbit of today. Today is the 23rd of, oh my God, I said October, of December. And that means it's the day before Christmas Eve. And I just had the most interesting morning. So, as I always do, let me get my bowl ready for all of you lovely people out there. And yes, I have a scrunchie. I'm so happy. My hair is going to grow even better with it. Let me tell you. I found some at the dollar store, and I've been looking for scrunchies because regular hair bands seem to break.
By the way, can you tell how bad my voice was? I smoked so many cigarettes. It was a fucking problem. So many cigarettes back then. Like, I would smoke cigarettes to stay calm, but smoke the bowls to try to like convince myself that it would stop my stomach from hurting. But every time I smoked a cigarette, my stomach would hurt more. It was a mind fuck. I was just anxiously bleh all the time.
My hair, but you know how that goes. So let me get my grinder ready with my Kim dog. That's what I'm gonna smoke on today. Very tired. Didn't get to bed until very late last night. Now the Kim dog that I'm going to show you, it's kind of fluffy bud, but it's pretty beautiful. Pinkies, the fingernails.
My internet is being really fucked up. I gotta try to fix something. I'm gonna open some curtains. So I'm here, but I'll be right back. I'm just letting you know. Sorry the quality was shit. I was using Movie Maker. No. Is that right? Windows Movie Maker. Oh yeah. That stuff.
As I always say.
Be right
By
back.
the time I actually vlog, they're already broken because I've done dishes. It just happens, people. So yes, it's almost Christmas, and today I went outside like I normally do and enjoy the sun a little bit in the morning, have some coffee, smoke a bowl, wake up, and there was a man downstairs below my balcony in the parking lot area who was observing a bicycle that was parked in the sidewalk. Well, it's early morning and I'm not sure what I'm looking at. The sun's bright and I'm just standing there 10 minutes, enjoying my bowl, enjoying the morning, and realizing this man standing by this bicycle that is pink and it's a brand new little girl's bicycle. You can obviously see it's been placed there to be a show. It's not like a little kid got off its bike and ran. And so I'm watching this man on a bicycle himself with bags in both of his hands start to... Basically, he was staring at the bicycle and decide, do I want to take it? Do I not want to take it? Do I want to take it? Do I not want to take it? Then I saw him pick it up, see if it was good tires and if it was a good bike. And I'm going, oh no, he's about to steal it. So sure enough, he picks it up and he realizes either he's too intoxicated, because he looked like a tweaker, pretty intoxicated, meaning drugs or alcohol of some sort, just out of it, pharmaceuticals even possibly, but he was out of it, and I just couldn't help myself, and everything in me was like, shut up before, but as soon as he picked up the bike, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to see a little girl have a terrible Christmas because some jerk decided to steal the bicycle off the side of the road. So I screamed down to him, sir, and he looked up. There's somebody watching me. Yes, I said, is that your bicycle? No, actually, I just saw it here. I said, well then, do you really want to destroy some little girl's Christmas? Because that's not your bicycle. Please go. And he said, okay, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And he walked away. And I was like, oh my God, this did not just happen. So then I went downstairs, moved the bicycle closer to the building so that nobody else would decide to get frisky and try to steal the poor bike. And called my neighbor who lives next door, the building where it was located. And he was like, yeah, it's my little sister's Christmas present. And yes, please move it. I was like, God, unreal. I mean, people just believing they can just steal children's bicycles. Literally. That's just disturbing to me. And I know this is like a very common thing in the world, but I just didn't want to witness this. And especially the day before Christmas Eve. Apparently what he explained to me was the bicycle sat there so that when they could drive in the driveway, she would see it and get all excited and let her know it was there was no bow on the bicycle or anything. So that was the main thing. I didn't know if it was a gift. I wasn't really sure where it was from, but it looked brand new. And I was like, that's just not right. You know, there comes a point when I guess you need to speak up. And I was immediately thought I need to let my friends know. I couldn't believe, so I post on Facebook what had happened. And then I realized, I gotta vlog about this. It's just so sickening that there are people that are that low mentally that they think it's okay to just steal things. I was amazed the guy didn't fight me because I was ready to go downstairs and beat some ass and be like, do you want me to call the cops? You're stealing bicycle off a pink bicycle that is half your... He was a big guy. I was like, this is just so wrong. So that was my morning today. Haven't even smoked since then. And it was a leftover. Can do Kush of last night.
I apologize for the cough. See, I have evolved now. I do not fucking show myself coughing that hard. I try really hard to fucking turn the damn camera, the whatevers I gotta do to it. Why did it blur like that? Sorry guys, let me fix that.
Night.
But anyway,
Indica.
the whole point I was trying to put out there is that At this point in time, I lived in the hood in Los Angeles. I would have never called the cops other than like for a shooting or a little girl's bike. It was so stupid to me that there are people out there that don't give a fuck. Like carjackings, all that shit. Just breaking in. My car got broken into and trash was taken out of the back of the car that I was going to go recycle. It was like, thanks, man. Thanks for that, you know? They also, I unfortunately, like an asshole, had the title of my car and everything in the fucking glove compartment because I was trying to get registration and insurance in Louisiana. I mean, from Louisiana to California at that point. And so everything was in the car, and they were so stupid. They took everything else, but not the fucking shit. Just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I still have glass in the side of my panel from that shit. This is wild.
I was just really surprised. You know, anybody out there ever had that happen, or anybody ever spoken up on a moment they saw somebody about to steal something? Comments below, I just was like, that's just not right. You know, I mean, it's a little girl's bike. And apparently, from what my neighbor explained to me, that it was going to be her first bike without training wheels. So it was a big moment. I was just like, that's just... people have no morals, I guess. Some people have no morals.
Do you guys understand that is a soup bowl of fucking coffee? If that doesn't say, like, why my logo has me in a fucking bathtub size of coffee, if it wasn't unhealthy, I would fucking take a straw to that bitch in a bathtub-sized cup of coffee. Yeah.
I immediately saw a vision in my mind of the little girl. I had no idea who the bike belonged to, but just a little girl crying because she had no Christmas gift because their parents couldn't afford anything else, which is exactly what the situation was. So there's just that inkling, just that little bit of...
The mom is disabled, and the mom had no way. So it was like her son, the one that I had called, he was like in mind fuck because they had maybe put it out 15 minutes prior and this all happened in this big moment. So I was like, wow. So I was always like looking out for underdogs. I was like, I never was really the person or parent at that point, you know, was not parent-like at that point to like watch someone else's child or something. Like that was a hard, scary responsibility for me. You know, a teenager maybe, but I've never really been kid oriented. I'm more like, just never was, you know. So my son, he broke the seal with that. I'll tell you that honestly.
Of sixth sense, which I always talk about on my videos, that I always seem to have this like, there's always something. If you feel it, it means something. So I was taught as a young child and as growing up, and I think it's a Southern thing, you're supposed to not speak up unless there's really something going on. But you guys know me, I'm mouthy. So unfortunately, I've been kind of holding myself back mostly in a lot of social situations because of course I speak so much. But when it comes to things that are just wrong in the world, I'm not going to be quiet anymore. And I was thinking, you know, it's broad daylight. It's not even 1 o'clock. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning when this happened. So it was sat out there early for a reason so the little girl would be brought into seeing it. Early Christmas gift. So wrong. So, yeah. Quick little token talk of what the fuck.
See?
I think my battery's up.
I'm already... Okay, so you see all this effort? I made so much motherfucking effort back in the day, guys. These were really linked to videos. Make My Chronic Chronicles public. It's 2012. Yeah. All right. So I think it's time for the best one. So let me stop sharing this for a second and let me just make this easier so we don't have to keep going back. I know you guys are being so fucking patient with my exhaustion this morning. And I need to smoke this joint. Okay, so I want to play, the next one I want to play is actually, so we're going to go back and forth. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos today. A little reaction of 7 years later. Pretty wild, man. Mommyhood is wild, man. Who's with me with that? The gut? Oh, I know, right? No, man. Wait till you see these videos. I knew things. I just knew them. I knew them and I was frustrated that I knew them. I was like, damn it, I know it. Damn it, we're in trouble. I know it. All right, so I need to get these things to pop up in a new window instead of being redunculous here. Hold on now. And the one I was thinking I was going to play is the one, instead of watching the entire, maybe we'll watch it after. I don't know. Does it make sense? The story of how I got pregnant will be a whole nother fucking day, I guess. Or maybe at the very end. Depends on how exciting this gets. But this is the one I think. How do I make it?
Hello, YouTube.
Will it go back? Oh man, that's a great ass video. Wow, boy, I can't wait to show this to you guys. Oh man, it's good. I look so fucking good with that blonde hair. Bring it on back. Okay, here we go. Present. Oh, I cannot wait to show this. I look fucking good. Good enough to get pregnant. Woo! That's a moment. Okay, it's time. Let's do this shit. Damn it, I look good. Okay. Try to control myself. Woo! All right, here we go. So this is me being saucy though, folks.
Hello, YouTube. Yes, this is Miss Chronic Chronicles. How are you doing? Long time no see. Lots are going on in my life right now, and I'm going to make this very short. I am pregnant and relocating to Colorado very soon. So it's pretty amazing. Not sure if it's boy or girl or any of that fun stuff. I'm almost 5 weeks pregnant. 3 days away till 5 weeks pregnant. Let me go ahead and give you a bump view. The belly bump. It's nothing at all right now. But I will say my boobs have already grown quite a bit, and don't worry, people, I went blonde way before I conceived. So all of my videos have been taken down for lots of different reasons that you guys will find out in the future. But right now, just want to say hello and let you guys know, yes, they're all in private right now, but I will be putting more vlogs up very soon. No more token talks and it, and very excited.
Which this is kind of weird. I don't know if it's on. Let me make sure. We are. I was due initially, they said in California, I was due December 29th, 2015. But then when I went to California, they said December 28th, 2015. My mom's birthday was December 27th. So I was insane. But I ended up having him because I was induced, which you guys will see what went on with that. I guess I'm going to kind of have to share. We're here at the reaction videos. We're here at this point. But then I ended up having him on the 7th, which if you guys understand, I'm into astrology. So I was frustrated because they induced. And I was like, no, don't ruin it. But I'm okay now. Things are fine. He came when he was supposed to come. He's so like a little businessman. He was born at 9:25 in the morning on December 7th, 2015. And for me, I'm like, he's such like a 9:25 in the morning, working time. You know, he's so silly. I don't know how else to put it. He's so analytical in ways. It's strange. So I do talk about like my visions of how I felt about him and how I came up with his name and stuff in some of these videos you guys will see today. So it was all core. Everything about it was core. Okay, let's get back to the fun. And I got to plug my phone in. So keep commenting so I know you guys are here. Thank you all for joining me today on this fun memory lane. Okay, play the video.
I'm due December the 29th, 2015.
I like that I used the music a lot more back in the day. I had more time to edit. Do you understand? Before I had a child, no way in hell could I do the editing. Whew. I need friends. I've already tried hiring people. It's just hard to do. But okay, hold on. I got some good shit to share today. I feel all kinds of saucy. All right, here we go. Let's see. So, The one that I actually am in Colorado and I'm like talking about it, I think that's the next one that I want to share, but I gotta find it. Where would it be? It's in Colorado. Hold on, let me be really clear about this. I might have to go into my videos. Single mom theory. 22 weeks, no. This sucks. Where would it be? Maybe. Alright. So I'm gonna stop sharing this and look into my videos. Because if we have to go into the unlisted, that's fucking fine with me. It says your videos. Oh, thank you so much. Good. And yeah, well, my hair, it was not. Okay, don't do this to me. What are we doing now? Jeez, some criminies. Oh, man. Is it gonna make me? Don't do that. Really? It's making me make sure it's me. Oh, geez. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Taking off my camera. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back because it's worth it. We're not screwing this moment up. So, hold on a second. Sorry. Casually. No. All right, so we got this. I hate this. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. I just signed into you yesterday. Thank God it's you. I was like, why you gotta be? You know what, Google? You're taking away years of my life. Seriously. Okay. Unbelievable. Who else feels that way about YouTube and their damn asking questions over and over and over? Got no time for it. We're trying to get things done around here. All right. Hopefully, I didn't miss too much. Damn. All right, let's get this fucking shit working. All right, there's so many videos I haven't posted, guys. You just don't even understand. Let me plug my damn computer in too. We're gonna have problems. All right, life's okay. We got this. We're gonna get it done. It's technical difficulties. All right. No need for problems. We got it plugged in. We got it plugged in. All right. So I am really kind of laughing at myself that I actually did hide that shit from myself. Well, you guys, that's what I did. I hid it from people. People, we know who people are. The peoples. Okay, so I'm pulling it up and then I'll bring the camera back up on. But yeah, I have been sharing my life continually now, epically since 2012. But I have been on YouTube making content and putting it out on other channels I killed back when I was professional. I had jobs I could not have this kind of content online, especially about cannabis, prior to even having like a medical card and stuff like that. So I once I decided, because of my health reasons, to go public, there was no turning back. So when I actually decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to go public about my child and that I'm pregnant, because I didn't want to hide that part of my life. I'm a mother with health problems who's extremely creative, and I'm not sorry about it, you know? So, hold on, guys. Almost there. We're getting there. We're at 2017. Okay. We're getting there. But I thought, you know, we'll do what we can do to share that life is really very much ever evolving. And thus, that brought me to, you know, taking you guys on the journey of the ups and downs with my burnout on YouTube too, because what really did boil down to be very fucking transparent, is that these 7 years I've spent a lot of more time with my child, which I'm not sorry about. I think that's what parents should do. You know, you should ebb and flow. If there comes a point in your life you could look back, would you really want to say, nope, I'm glad I didn't take time out with my kids? No. So prioritizing and causing boundaries, prioritizing causes boundaries. And so YouTube became one of those places for me that I was like, well, I will use it when it feels right. And I have earned that energy and time to put out there in this way. Oh my God, there's so many videos I have not released. It's crazy. Hold on. So I do think a good fucking example would be Insanity Reacts. As a parent and as a father and as a creator and as a YouTuber, you guys don't understand how much I respect that man. Not just because he is a content creator like myself, but he's a parent. He's not sharing everything, but he does share that he's a parent. And his son, I don't know if you guys have seen him, but his son is such a good reflection of this man. So as a parent, I hope that my son is a good reflection of me. I've seen him just offer his heart in such ways that, you couldn't even imagine without creating it your own self. So as parents, we know that feeling. I'm almost there, guys. At 2016, August, we're almost there. But there's so many baby videos too that I have here that I can't put on Facebook completely. I can't put on YouTube completely, but they're here. They're on YouTube. They're just hidden. Because I didn't know who I was dealing with, what I was dealing with, or if one day something could happen. And as parents, we take our videos of our kids. We make these photos of our kids when others they're not there. We are the fly on the fucking wall for people to understand our lives. And then in return, like we know from, I'd say prior to 2020, or no, excuse me, prior to 1999, let's put it like that. Because 1999, like the internet was a really big thing, okay? Prior to that, we all know what photos mean to us might never mean to our kids unless the internet and their access to these places like Facebook and whatnot and YouTube and whatnot. I mean, I'll put it like this. Maybe I'd be a much broker single mom if I had printed out everything all the time, wasting my time and money on that. Or if it was a good thing that I hid things. My son teething, me talking to my child. Like, my health has been a struggle. And see, you guys don't understand that. I'm almost there. We're chatting while I'm getting this done. And I hope you guys are enjoying the honesty. And even like I've told my own child, which we will talk about in this video. My own son asked me recently, okay, we finally got to 24 hours after my son was born. Okay. So I got to go a little bit back and then I can play the videos I'm looking for. But I'm going to bring up a new tab because we're not fucking messing this up. Jesus. New tab. That's what it's going to be today. All right. So if it at all starts messing up, let me know, guys. Okay. And so in here, I even have private videos of when they told me I was in preeclampsia. I hid videos from my doctor, even too, like when he would talk to me about stuff that I was afraid of. But I wanted these all for my son. That's the whole point. I was told, because I had hepatitis C, unrelated to IV use or anything like that, I was told that you most likely are going to pass away. You have too many health complications. So you're either going to pass away during the birth because of all these complications, or very possibly sometime after, if your liver does fail. So prepare, do what you can as a mother, as a person, to be there. Okay, here we go. We're very much there now. All right. So I think this is it. It says the ending is the Colorado one. Where's the 11? Beautiful mountains. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Is this the one? I'm going to get my mouse and hope for the best, because we're not fucking this up. So basically, my situation. So, I knew my son would probably not completely understand everything, but he would definitely have a good reflection of who his mom was prior to her actually being, like a parent. because I've recorded for a good 7 years, I think, at that point, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, I think it was 7 years. So the 3 years that I had vlogged and then got pregnant, meaning I was in California vlogging the story of my life. The 3 years I had been going up and down emotionally in situation with love, and most of YouTube knew about it because I talked about it in a secret way. But I had no real belief that I was ever going to be a mom. Why is this mouse not going to work at this computer? Is my mouse racist against fucking Apple? It doesn't want to work on this thing. Okay, we're going to pull it out and pull it in. Bear with me, guys. So, I've made up with my son's father, at least in the way that we can be cordial. But there's no telling how my son feels about all of it in the whole perspective. So I've been really, really public and really, really private about things. And him and I have grown, my son and I have grown to understand that he knows that all these videos and all these experiences with people who are hearing their own experiences are like his whole family, is the way that my son understands this. So as you guys know, you have people in your family you don't like, and people that snoop in your life, and people who cause problems in your life who are real family. We all have that. So that's what I look at the YouTube streets, even in retrospect to my son, who I don't show his face here, and I keep most of his life private. But as a mother, it's a reflection, and I also feel like it's what's dying in the world in every aspect when it comes to being a mother, okay, or being a father out there. We need to share each other's experiences because it helps us be better parents. I believe that. Okay, so this may be the one. Let me double check this. I can't seem to get this mouse to work. Oh, I've got an old school wheelie mouse. Let me grab that stupid thing. You're laughing. I am laughing at myself. Okay, so back to the fun stuff. So I can say that in these 7 years, I was not in a place of a happy space, that my son was not going to have his father in his life. I'm okay now, and I know that my son is going to be the best version of himself because I have such a structure of love in his life. He's not lacking. He's not lacking by things. He's not lacking. Well, besides my car situation, we are working on that. God damn. By the end of this video, I'll explain it. Don't let me leave the tube tonight, today, wherever you're at, whenever you're listening. Is this not working either? I think it's my fucking USB outlets. Oh my god, is that it? Dude, it is it. How do you fix that motherfucker? Oh no. Yeah. Gotta clean it with Q-tip. Is that what I need to do? I have some air, a can of air. I'll have to do it another time. Well, fuck, man. I apologize for this fucking moment of ridiculousness here. Now we know the problem, though. That's why my camera wasn't working. I have external cameras, and I couldn't get them to work. Okay. So, I think this is the video I'm going to need to pull up and see if it is. Otherwise, it's going to be a really pain in the ass. How do I make it? Let's see, click this. It's public. Whole trip road baby activism. The whole story, life, health, road trip, baby activism. I think that's the one I need to fucking make public. I am not sure if this is unedited. I'm just going to make some of these public and then I can go look for them because otherwise we're screwed. But I want to go over this because I think it's a really good example. Like I'm saying, I talk the talk, I walk the walk. Facts are facts. When a person really can reflect on how far they've come, man, I'm proud of myself as a mother. I'm not sorry that I've taken time and still do for my child. Oh, you alcohol? Thank you, Lookie. Jesus Christ, this sucks. All right, I'm snorting. I'm laughing at myself. Here we go. You're the bomb.com, Mr. Lookie. Thank you. Let me see what I'm missing in here. Oh, good old trusty words. It didn't want to work. And that means I got to, you know what this means? I got to go to my fucking Windows goddamn 7. I think it's 7 or maybe it's XP. It's one of the motherfucking two. And I'm going to have to use it for YouTube. And this is going to have to be the monitor. This is a bitch. Let's see what we got here. Happy B-Day, Tim. Your mom is amazing and beautiful. One day you will see this on your lucky 7 on 7. That's what I'm saying, girl. He knows about that. He's just learning about his astrology. Let's see. Wow. Oh, a ball mom. We're all connected. That's damn straight. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing any of your awesomeness up in this lovely live today. You guys are so wonderful. Who knows? It could be a long one here. I want to have fun with this because my son has been a huge wind in my sails, more than you guys ever even know. Let's see. What did you say? Young, old, fat, and thin, red, wrinkles, Botox, no Botox. That's right. We all hit a certain point in our life. Your looks don't get you there. That's right. Into your heart and soul personality. That's right. I try to make my eyebrows match. It's about the only thing that will never fucking happen, bitch. And if you love me, then you know that's an inside real fucking place I struggle with. Let me say that. Hold on. The gut. I love this. You're so right about this, though. That's right. So, let me get back down here for a second. I don't want to keep you guys waiting with the awesome. Yes, that's right. I think that's the only two I have in this household. We only work off of those two. Windows 7 was the best aside from XP. Yeah, that's right. It's the only. I don't even upgrade to 10. You can fuck yourself. Sideways with some. Sorry to be crude, but that's a nightmare. That's how it would feel. I'm good. I'll stick with XP. If we're going to really play with this biatch, we're going to do it that way. Okay, so here we go. What'd you say here? Oh, hope it's street legal. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the good stuff. I'm probably going to go back and forth. Because it's... these two are public then that just means you guys can watch it on your time. I'm going to do that. So we'll make this public. But I will try. So we're just going to... I'm just releasing them. That's what the fuck's going to happen today. Some of these are going to be released. And then... They're all fucking 18 or older, though. Because I know I talked about some pretty intense shit. But... actions speak louder than these just words. You guys can see it yourself. Okay, so I know I made different versions of it. I think some were more explicit than other. This is public now, though, so that's good. All right. Cancel that part. And then I'm looking for the mountain one, where I'm in the mountains, and I'm talking about it. Because when I finally moved out here, I did a sit-down conversation, and I was under the trees talking. And man, it is a good fucking video, where I was like, all right, this is what I'm thinking about life. I'm not seeing it here. So, let me make sure I don't mess this up. And then there's another one I want to bring back up. Street View. Nope. Hold on, guys. What's that about? Shout out and fun. Hold on. Truth to be told. I don't know what that one is. I'll have to... It's 2015 April. I don't know what that one is. It's an hour long. It doesn't even have a cover. Don't want to fuck that one up. Hold on. June 23rd. Because I moved, 13 weeks. Am I a pregnancy update from Colorado? Found it! And it's private. So there we go. Public. All right. Okay. I think that's the one. 13 weeks MIA. Yep. All right. Now I should be able to go straight over here and bring it up if everything is right. That was necessary, but a pain in the ass. I apologize. All right. Phone died. You're back. Yay! Welcome back. Okay. So channel content. That's not the one. Is that the one? It's probably the one. Whoop. All right. So let's go here. My channel. We go to videos, and then we go way on back. So these videos I did edit. These videos are raw. These videos show a lot of pain. These videos say things about my son that he will want to hear one day. These videos are genuine. These videos show a lot of pain. Trigger warning. If you have dealt with things in your own life, I would really suggest somebody go get Queen Survivor's daughter and have her come in this chat. She needs to see these videos. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Somebody, Bren, will send her a message. Heather, could you tag her and let her know that I'm live? She should see these videos. I don't know what her situation is, but anybody who's a single mom out there would really understand. Okay. Why is it not showing? It's 19 minutes long. Why the fuck is it not showing? Alright, you're a dick. You're a dick, YouTube. Not updating yet. Okay. So this is the one. I'm just going to have to pull it up, and then I'm going to have to bring it in to the fucking view. Stop sharing. Yep, this is it. Okay. This is hardcore. I don't remember what I said, but something in my core says you need to show this today. Present, 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 present. All right, I am very acneed up immediately when I got pregnant. I was very much not feeling well. I was hardly able to eat. I know that. It's what I remember. And I was so heartbroken, guys. You don't understand the bullshit, but you will probably by the end of this video. Okay, let's get with it.
Hello, YouTube. It's been so long. I'm actually making this video because I wanted to update all of you lovely people out there who have been waiting and waiting and waiting. About 6 weeks, I think, actually total. I just made 13 weeks today, so the baby is almost fully formed in the fun stages. Obviously, I've been breaking out quite a bit. My roots are definitely coming in for my blonde, and I am in Colorado. I moved about 3 weeks ago, and almost 4 weeks ago, and I'm happy I did. It's been a little difficult trying to find a place to stay, meaning a place to rent, but a place to stay in the meantime has been actually very helpful. I have a few friends that have been amazing, so I'm not going to do a token talk because you guys know I won't be doing any token talks while this pregnancy is happening, but I will slowly start making more and more videos. Please excuse the wobbliness of the tablet today. I'm having to hold you, and I'm drinking some coffee. Yes, I finally started drinking coffee again, but limiting myself to just 1 to 2 cups a day. A little raspberry coffee. Anyway, you might also hear a rooster because where I am at, they actually do have some roosters that squawk all day long, but I'm not going to tell anybody where exactly I am. Unless you're very close to me, then you'll know, but basically going to have to be kind of shady about exactly where I moved and all that fun stuff for a lot of different reasons. First and foremost is the potential baby daddy that is just a jerk, so not really allowing much to go out in the universe anymore. Unfortunately, I had to remove a lot of things off of Google Plus, and I've deleted my Twitter account, and even my Facebook page for Ms. Chronic Chronicles has been taken down for a while now. It probably won't be put back up until, honestly, I have the baby and life is good again, because right now I don't need any drama, and unfortunately the Louisiana issue, the father, potential father, is just a pain in the ass, and I don't really want to deal with any extra drama. So
let's put it this way. I am taking all of this by stride and slowly but surely going to start vlogging again. It's just been really hard because I haven't been feeling well. I'm very tired right now, if you guys can tell. And just really haven't had the willpower to do anything. I had been saying for a while that I wanted to start vlogging again as soon as I was 13 weeks. So that makes today is the 23rd of June, and I am due December 28th, 2015. Since I've moved to Colorado, I have gotten my driver's license. I've handled transferring my WIC and all that other fun stuff. So slowly but surely things are coming into play, but finding an apartment's been very difficult because what I'm looking for, I'm very specific now. I don't really want to just skim and get myself an apartment because I'll be very unhappy. The doctor and my primary doctor and my OB, hang on a second, text message, I'm back. My OB in California before I left had actually specified that as of right now I'm not really having to be treated as a high risk other than just be very cautious. So basically the high risk doctor and all those referrals that I was trying to get to make sure that when I moved to Colorado, everything would be in place. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. It's because my insurance had to be changed and all this other fun stuff. So pretty much I'm kind of having to start from square one out here, but I'll be getting my ultrasound for gender reveal in a couple of weeks. As I said, I just made 13 weeks, so I believe it's between 18 and 20 weeks is when you'll get the gender reveal. So I definitely will be letting everybody know about that, and not sure when or how or where, all the details to do with my baby shower, but I will be updating you guys once I have more information on that. I'm actually considering doing like a Google Chat kind of style version of it where I might stream it live or something like that, or give you guys a taste of it. Maybe somebody will record, I'm not sure, but definitely am showing. I don't know if I can give you guys a good viewpoint of this belly. Can you see it? Oh yeah, you can see it. I'm a bump. Definitely a bump. And I will say, just hearing the birds has been so nice. Just being in nature again has been so nice. But 105 degree temperature in Colorado has sucked. Horrendously sucked. I haven't been used to that kind of heat. Even in Louisiana, I hate heat. So it's kind of been difficult to be pregnant and over hot anyway. And then to add the natural just being dehydrated alive hasn't been fun. But I'm going to be trying to keep a lot of my videos down to 10 minutes. And so that will mean I'll just update you guys with whatever I feel. You know, a little chit-chat wise, baby bump talk kind of thing. And once I move into my apartment, I'll be a little bit more planned. But as of right now, I have kind of just been trying to take it easy and eat as much nutrition as I can. My appetite is totally back. It's amazing. Actually, it's been incredible because I've had some people joke. A good friend of mine had said, you're almost probably need to consider being much like the 19 kids and counting and just stay pregnant. Maybe you'll have a constant appetite, because it's like I definitely am eating 3 meals again, and definitely am not gaining that much weight though in my pregnancy so far. Since they found that I was pregnant, meaning the April the 18th is when I was confirmed pregnant. It was about 3 weeks at that point. 3 weeks and a day, I think it was. And so I was 120 pounds at that point. And then about, say a week or 2 weeks after that, I gained 2 pounds. And then now it's 3 months later, almost 4. And about, let's say 2 weeks ago, when I went to my WIC appointment in Colorado, I'm 125 pounds. So it's kind of crazy to me because I feel like I'm a lot bigger. I mean, my God, my boobs have gained some fucking mass. But it's been a weird experience because, again, with all my health problems, it's been interesting. My back has definitely been hurting quite a bit in new places. I've actually been noticing a lot of numbness. And Little TMI to all the pregnant people out there who maybe are at 13 weeks. At least by 12 weeks, or let's say by 11 weeks, if I sit funny, my whole vagina is totally numb. And that's been a little strange. So staying active and just keeping myself moving is kind of necessity, or I find that I get true numbness, sciatica almost down my legs and everything else. So I'm being really careful about how fast I move, where I sit, and how long I sit, and everything. So drinking a lot of water these days, taking prenatal. I finally went through all my gummies, so now I am officially taking the capsule again. But I realized as of last night, reading the bottle again, hang on a second, sorry about that kiki moment, realizing that I was taking the prenatal that were the capsules incorrectly. I thought I was supposed to take 2 a day. It's 1 a day. So that makes sense why in the first week I was feeling so crappy when I was taking the prenatal. It was impossible to keep down, and I was maybe getting 1 or 2 days out of the week where they were staying down. So now I know that I don't need to take 2. It's just weird because all the other brands that I had purchased seemed like I had to take 2. They all said 2 capsules. So this bottle that I had gotten from Fresh and Easy, it's like $30 medication. It was, prenatals, not exactly cheap. They're as easy as 1 capsule a day, and it's 800 milligrams of your folic acid and all that other fun stuff. It's multivitamin, so it has protein and everything else too. But on top of that, I am also using Ovaltine for whenever I'm really nauseous and just want to get some extra nutrition. So among the weirdness of every single week, it seems, even this morning, because I made my 13th week, the nausea comes back, but it's not as intense as it was the first, first 3 weeks of pregnancy. So again, I'm going to be recording as much as I can and as often as I can, but this is not just videos for you lovely people out there. It's videos for my possible little boy or little girl. So, I'm trying to document what I can because I expect to not really be focusing on any children after this. I kind of want to focus on this one and only and take care of this child and be in every aspect of this child's world and not be focusing on more than one asset. I just want one child, and that child is going to be my child. So if the father becomes involved, he becomes involved, but most likely he won't. So it's hard on one hand to be emotionally in a place where I'm a little fragile emotionally, but spiritually. And that was the nicest way I put that. Man, shit, you hold your shit in well, Rachel. That's how I look at it. Motherfucking for real. Because, yay, thank you, boy mom. You came at the best point. Thank you, first off. I don't know what your situation is. I'm just know from teeny tiny conversations we've had, teeny tiny little tiny conversations, that, yeah, you get it, most likely, because there's some fucking manipulation up in here. So let's be real fucking clear. I'm going to play on this next video. The very one that I said I was not going to play is 45 minutes of your guys' life. You don't have to stay here for the whole time. I might even, I don't know what we'll do. We'll find out. You may love it. You may hate it. You may understand. This may change the mood for my entire channel for some of you guys. But the fucking facts are, as a mom knows when she knows, 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 when she knows herself. As a mom, you know yourself. So if you're just getting in, I guess it's good for you. If you've been here for a while, I will not be upset if you gotta go. This is probably gonna get a little bit fucking raw, and I'm only gonna do it probably fucking once. Because bitches get fucking angry. And there are no names mentioned. So that makes people feel better. But I was talking to the people that were involved. So you guys can understand, you're just like watching a soap opera when it comes to baby daddy drama. But I was not negative. I don't have it in me. And you guys will see I handle things very well. So Respect that I'm being honest, and this is for my child. Don't be selfish in other people's opinions of how they take things. Everybody handles shit differently. So let's just be clear about that. And at this time in juncture, I only knew how to edit things. I didn't know how to just be quiet and let the air be part of the ambiance, okay? So as you guys can tell, I was already in my headspace trying to be as positive as I could about the fact I was terrified of becoming a mother. Because I knew I was going to be a good one, but I just didn't know who was going to fucking try to get in my way. Like a mama bear knows, keeps their cubs safe. So keep that in retrospect to the acne on my face. And that terrible. I tell you what, guys, I love my child, but ever since then, my face has never been right.
On the bigger spectrum of things, I know that I'm doing the right things. So taking care of myself and not taking any other medications in the prenatal and drinking lots of water and eating as good as I can and basically feeding into every craving I want. Meaning, wow, this baby likes potato salad. And wow, this baby likes french fries. It's a potato freak. Chocolate-covered raisins. I've been kind of craving that quite a bit. And ice cream and milkshakes. It likes chocolate, but I'm sticking with milk chocolate only because of the caffeine content. I understand that dark chocolate's actually good for pregnancy, but you have to have it in small doses and not every single day. And as I said, I just started drinking coffee again. I hadn't had coffee for almost 3 months. It was 2.5 months. I believe it was my 11th week is when I started drinking the lovely caffeine again. Wow.
I was so afraid that I was going to miscarry. That's why. Because that's what I remember when I miscarried my first child. Yeah, I was, whoo! I was like, I felt like I sabotaged myself, not even knowing I was pregnant, you know? It's a terrifying thing. I became so educated at this point, I was hyper vigilant.
I needed it, let me
which
tell
was
you.
a little much.
Let me tell you. Though I was kind of naturally hyper from the hormones, it literally helps my brain work better. So not having all the other medications in my system, I have to say, I think that's why I don't need as much coffee anymore. It seemed like the Lyrica when I was on that medication kept me hyper, and that was why.
Lyrica has destroyed my fucking life. I gotta put myself on camera for this. We gotta change the spectrum for a second. Lyrica is one of the worst fucking things I've ever taken. Because it helped me, but it's almost like it's like someone who has a drug addiction. It wasn't an addiction, it fucking physically changed my mental health and physical 100%. Made my nerve damage worse, I feel. It was already bad, but wow, when that fucking happened, not good. That's all I'm gonna say. Not fucking good. And I was on it off and on before I got pregnant, and then after, thinking it would help me, and it just caused problems.
I was drinking almost at least 3 cups a day.
It's why I smoked cigarettes back then.
Shad was showing big time. But yeah, there's been a lot of mixed emotions lately. A lot of frustration having to kind of go under and not say hello to all you lovely people. And, you know, this has been almost 3 years of my life, going on 3 years, 2.5 years, of being dedicated to sharing my life and all the gore and all the goodness. So if you're new to my channel, you probably are coming a little late, but eventually I will repost a lot of those videos. They are all on my page. They're just all hidden. So in due time, I'll be back and vlogging a lot more often, but do bear with the pizza face, which is so crazy. I never had acne when I was a teenager. Nothing like this. It's just scary how much. Cold sore. I had gotten a cold sore twice since I've been pregnant, and the hair growth is incredible. Like, Jesus. My eyelashes are falling out in weird places. They're either growing like curlicues from the prenatal, or they're falling out and getting stuck in my eye. Let me tell you, that's not cool to be plucking your eyelashes.
I was.
It's one thing to have to pluck your eyebrows, but Jesus.
So there's been a lot of craziness through this pregnancy. Bleeding very easily, cutting myself very easily. My legs have not swollen yet, but I have a lot of dry skin, probably from the weather change. What else? What else? The roosters just get me. So a lot more will be
These
shared
roosters
in due
were
time,
ridiculous, people.
but just wanted to say hello as quickly as I could. I'm not going to say this is my official 13th week update, but I'll just say, as of right now, this is my hello at 13 weeks. So I missed all you guys and really appreciate all the wonderful comments. Just the beautiful commentary a lot of you have had.
And hey, progressive, you should still keep listening because it gets real fucking interesting up in this biatch. Today we're having the birthday celebration of the 7-year. I feel like it could be said like the 7-year itch of like, what have I learned? Moving on, I've learned a lot. But number two, as a parent, I think it's really important to share. And I was not one of those people who thought I was going to be a parent. After I miscarried the first, I was like, shh. But then it happened. And this is probably the very best versions because like I was pretty convinced I wasn't going to be here. So I knew these videos were a true presentation for my child.
Sharing on my Facebook page, private Facebook page, and my Instagram, and as well, even just saying hello on here. I really appreciate it. I will continue to vlog as I can. Unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of good Wi-Fi. Where I'm staying, I have decent Wi-Fi, but I'm not here every day, all day long. So, it's kind of like long distances of time in between where I need to drive to check out an apartment versus where I'm staying versus where my things are versus where Kiki might be staying at that moment.
Kiki was
Kiki's
my
doing
dog.
good. I was going to be putting her down before I left California due to a lot of different circumstances that I'll talk about in another video, not today. But she's doing good. She's just still very aged, and I don't know if she'll even make it to, unfortunately, when the baby will be born. I have been warned more than once that this baby is probably going to be born preemie because of my hepatitis. And because it's a common thing with, unfortunately, with liver disease for prenatal, for preemies. And also, because of my back problems and the fused spine that I have, 47 degree fused spine, corrected from a 97. It's funny how much I'm showing so quickly because it seems like my body is just shifting forward rather than as a normal pregnant person would be. My butt poking out, my back hole. It's not. It's bigger boobs. And definitely, I'm getting a belly. Definitely getting a belly. I have definitely noticed that on the lower part of my stomach, numbness, major numbness. And as I said, if I sit funny, everything inside is numb. It's only convenient when I'm delivering. It is not convenient on a normal day. So it's been kind of funny to feel my body change as much as it has. But again, I am looking forward to being in my apartment. So hopefully by the first week in July, I should be in my new place and be able to start sharing a little bit more of my life and recording a little bit more for this child. So there are still 2 names picked out right now. One for female would be Felicity Hope, which I'm going to stick with that so far. Yesterday I did have a potential idea. I like the name Tyler, but it's a friend of mine's husband's name, which is kind of weird. So I don't know if I really want to throw that out there, but still open to middle names for a little boy. I want something unique, but the first name would be Timothy, nickname Tim, Timmy, and last name won't be shared here at all. So, but middle name, I would love some advice with that. If you guys have any ideas. Not really looking for anything biblical, so the only reason I'm picking Timothy is I just always love the name. So far, we've been, since my ultrasound, confirmed that it is one birth, so one living
No twins. Thank God for that. That could hurt. That will hurt. And most likely I'm going to have a planned cesarean. So they're telling me that I could actually deliver almost 3 months early. So that means either December or possibly even October or late September. I really don't want a Virgo. I would be okay with a Libra, but I am not okay. Not okay with a Cancer.
I was like,
think that's
crybabies.
Cancer boys or
Yeah,
Cancer girls.
crybaby.
If I end up with a Scorpio, which would be November, so be it. And if I end up late, then it would be a Sagittarius rather than a Capricorn. Because at this time, the child's astrological chart looks a lot more like it's going to be a Capricorn. But my mother's birthday was the 27th of December, and so it's kind of weird to be due so close around my mother's birthday when she's not here. So there's a lot that I'm going to be sharing as this pregnancy continues, and things that come in my mind to all of it. Kind of out of practice vlogging. It's been a while. And I didn't really record much while I was traveling back to Colorado. It's been constant exhaustion and constant busyness, so hopefully in due time I can share more with you guys, but just wanted to say hello. I've made this video actually double time of what I wanted to, so I'm going to let you all go, but thank you for watching, and thank you for the comments, and stay tuned for my next video. Hopefully you'll be seeing my next new apartment. Be doing a walkthrough maybe.
All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing this one. Now that was like the nicest fucking moment I've probably said through my whole pregnancy, where I really was struggling. You guys have no clue how much I was struggling, but here comes the reason boy mom should totally be here. And I just hope to fucking God I don't have to deal with some baby daddy drama myself today. Just stay away, okay? Just take a day to yourself and stay the fuck away, baby daddy drama day. This is his birthday, okay? And we're celebrating the facts. That's what we're doing right now. Motherfucker. Anybody else understand? High fives in the chat. I'm just saying. I'm not negative. You will even see this. I cared. It was a terrible fucking situation. Is that the one? I don't think that's it. Hold on. The whole story? Yeah, this is the whole story. Is it showing on the screen? Let me know if it's showing on the screen. I see it on the screen. Shit! Hold on. I don't feel like it's working. Damn it. Alright, I gotta re-roll this thing and it's not working. So I'm gonna try to make it bigger. Hang on, guys. Give me a moment. So this is probably going to get a little graphic, a little hangrily, but it's facts. That's my music, by the way, in the background.
Hello, YouTube. Yes, it is Rachel, Miss Chronic Chronicles. Yes, a lot has happened. I am a blonde now. I'm actually even pregnant. There's a lot of shit going on. I got a tattoo. A whole bunch of drama has happened in the last 30 days of my fucking life. So let's put it this way. This vlog is going to be who knows how long and packed with a lot of information that I'm not actually going to give you.
That was fucking epic. It's true, though. That's how I handled shit. I got a tattoo. I got pregnant. I took a road across the United States. This is the best fucking video in the world to watch, you guys. And I totally messed my joint up. So I have to rip it apart and I'm going to put it back together. But I'm going to keep my microphone on, because this is fucking great shit right here. I mean, take it in. It's true. That's when I got my love tattoo. I hope my camera's on. I don't know if it is. Yeah, that's when I got my love tattoo. Because I was like, what's left? Love. What's in your left hand? Love. What have I learned in this experience? Love. And then I found I was pregnant. So I was only 7 days pregnant at that point and got a tattoo. I dyed my hair 2 weeks prior, totally blonde in Vegas. It was funny shit. Okay. It's real. It's a real situation. And yeah. Oh my God. The things I say. Okay. You guys judge me or not. It's just life. Okay. When you're in love, you do crazy shit, man. You do crazy fucking shit when you're in love. And I still love this man to this day. But its facts are we're not good for each other. So it's not together for that. And he's on his own fucking world. I'm fine with that. Stay on Mars. I'll be on Venus. Okay. Here we go.
you all the facts right now. I'm only going to give you the only thing I can share. So, I'm actually 31 days pregnant today. So exactly a month today. I'm in my 4th week, first trimester, and the father of the baby is the man that I was in love with. I might say, very much in love with, back in Louisiana. And the last 30 days, on the 14th of March, I actually drove to Louisiana. It was very difficult to do. I had quite an adventure-a-thon, and I'm sure I'll do other vlogs that will kind of explain a little bit more what had happened, so you guys will know. But this is the huge MIA update of what the fuck is up. And if you guys follow me on social media, then you obviously know I am posting things, because I'm not going to hide anything about my life. The fact of it is, this man has ended up being a deadbeat, and he is trying to claim that it's not even his, which is just ridiculous. So, we conceived on the very night that we were together, the only night we were together, and physically that is, and we even used a condom in between it, but it still happens. So, shit happens. And I felt pregnant immediately, actually. I was really dizzy, and I was overwhelmed, and it was powerful the minute that we conceived, let's put it that way. And then the next morning I felt even worse, and then following days, and I thought I had my period, because I thought I had a period, but that was not what it was. And the last time I was pregnant, the same thing happened, so I didn't know for 3 months that I was pregnant, because I kept having a period. So let me tell you people out there who are on Depo, if you've ever been on Depo, and you've been on it for a very long time, prepare yourself, because shit could get interesting. Yeah, I actually had gotten pregnant with the same person 3 years ago at almost the same location, or near there, let's put it that way. And was pregnant, and we decided to not stay together because he had someone else involved, and I really didn't want to be part of that. So I actually encouraged him to go back to the girl, and so he did. And then in between our not speaking anymore, I miscarried the child in the toilet. And that was in October the 18th, I believe it was, 2011. So that was several years ago. And honestly, I never thought it would affect me as much as it did when it did, which is why it's really hard for me to even come out here publicly and share all the nitty gritty at this point, because it's so early along. But I also believe that I have such a support network now in my life in comparison to then, that it's nothing. Now, him being involved, he wasn't involved then, and he's definitely not going to be involved now from the way that he's putting himself out there. Very deadbeat-like. So, let's put it this way. I'm at this point in my life finally okay with saying, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take care of this child very much by myself, and very happy by myself. The only thing I really wish in this scenario of things right now is that if the baby does make it to full term, that hopefully the father's family would want to be involved, because my life is limited. I do not know how long I'm going to be around, and I already have ideas of who I would want to take custody of my child if I were to pass away. That's hard to think about before you even had a child, and I've already thought of names and whatnot, because all of this could happen and I could pass away. And the fact of it is, I want my child to have a stable foundation. Quit smoking cigarettes. Yes, people, I was smoking cigarettes for a while now, off and on. It's been really difficult because I was dealing so much stress in different directions, and not being able to eat, and all of the normal things that go on in my health, that once I finally was like, okay, holy shit, I am pregnant. No wonder when I smoke a cigarette, it was so nasty. It just tasted horrible. And then I changed cigarettes to try to see if that would help, because not having enough cannabis sometimes doesn't help. And I was smoking cigarettes. Well, when I went and visited New Orleans, I'm not going to give you guys the nitty gritty, but we'll just say that he just stopped talking to me immediately. As soon as we pretty much spent 3 days with each other, not even full days. I maybe saw him 3 hours total without all the fun it should have been. And let's put it this way. I I believe that this child needs to exist because I have for a long time been feeling that I was going to get pregnant with this guy. And so when I did, I realized that, you know, it's best to be the bigger person here. And a lot of you people will have judgment towards me, and I really don't give a shit. I've got such a thick skin now, it's not even funny. In fact, this particular man, who is the father of the child, I'm more than prepared now to deal with attorneys because he's psycho. Psycho. You know, I'm not Mary Teresa, so I know who got me pregnant from the time frame that it happened. It's very clear. But he just wants to play games. So it's a sad situation because ultimately we live in the digital age, and I'm not going to be one of those mother who lies to my child about what really happened. But I'm also not going to put it all in their face or talk negative about this man. So, including the internet, it's here. All these things will be here for the child one day. So I'm at a place in my life where I am needing to make better priorities. Again, I said I quit smoking cigarettes and I quit drinking coffee. That's been interesting. It's just that I don't want it. It doesn't taste right. It makes my stomach hurt. I don't want to throw up, and I don't want to miscarriage this child. So, frankly, I'm doing whatever I physically can. Being in pain because I'm off of all my medications, 100%. And like water's my best friend now. Speaking of which, water is my best friend. So, peeing a lot, having constipation, boobs are ginormous. Wouldn't believe the boobs I've got right now. My hair is very dry lately, and that's not just from the dye. Let's go into why the hell I dyed my hair. Well, let's put it this way. I have got some serious grades, people. And now, you know, before I went on my trip, I never thought I was going to dye my hair, but what had happened was I'd spent 3 days in Vegas, and I have a friend out there who knows how to do hair very well and has very similar hair to me, as we're both Italian, and was able to strip my hair and do what I needed to it. So what it is now actually is an ombre on the bottom. This is all going to grow out, especially now that I'm pregnant, and I'm just going to let it basically be the brown on top and the blonde on the bottom, and eventually, you know, I'm not going to cut my hair. A lot of people are going to be like, what? You're going to have a child? You're not going to cut your hair? Yes, I'm not cutting my hair. No, I will let it grow as long as it needs to, and I will keep it in braids. It's how I'm going to do it. But I'm relocating back to Colorado very soon because I need to be on bed rest for this child. Plus, I've come to a place in my life where I think the biggest reason that I have so much anxiety all the time is the atmosphere I'm in. And now that I have to deal with all these new hurdles in my life, I'm not going to put myself in a position where there's additional stress plus the already stressful situation. The doctors are not helping me out here. I've gotten to the end of my rope. I already had said that many months ago that I was feeling like these doctors just didn't give a shit and we're just going to keep prescribing me medications, but the insurance company itself kept dropping things whenever I was needing help, and if you guys have been watching, then you know. So I got to a point where when I went back through Colorado, the first time I went through, which was like before the 18th, I think, let's just say before the 23rd of when I got into New Orleans, because I left the 14th and I spent like 3 days in Vegas, 3 days in Grand Junction, friends and family, somewhat like a family. Let's call them family. They're family for sure. I needed to do this trip because I needed to freaking take a reflection of me. And to the future, I can't live here anymore. I don't want to live here anymore. I'm at the place where my collective closed down, my cousin's collective is closed down. There's so much going on right now in the universe of California and safe access. I don't want to be part of it. I need to step out, take care of my own life, and reflect. When I was in the mountains on the way back, leaving Louisiana, because I left like the 26th, I believe it was the 28th. Yeah, it was actually, so I started my trip on Saturday the 14th of March, and I drove and left Vegas on Wednesday the 18th, and on about the 19th, I think 18th or 19th it was, I believe it was still the 18th, I got to Colorado. If you guys want to follow my travels, I have all the pictures up pretty much. And then 21st, I was traveling, and I actually took a friend of mine who I had grown up with in Grand Junction, Colorado, to see her family in Arkansas. And that was awesome because I needed the help. I was really sick, but I really wanted to see the man I was in love with, and I really wanted to spend time with him. And I really thought, if he does me wrong, I will find out hard. But the fact of it is I just couldn't handle it anymore. I couldn't handle wondering if all the little lies that he was telling me were true or not. And they were all lies. So ultimately, once I got there, which was the 22nd, I got to Louisiana, but I didn't get to my city I grew up in until the 23rd. On the 23rd is when we conceived. And then the 24th, I thought I had a period. For 4 days, I thought I did, and it wasn't a period. So then by the Saturday, I kept telling my friend who I was staying with, I'm still throwing up. I still don't feel good. And at this point in time, he wasn't answering his phone. He's playing the game. Had started on Wednesday. They had started. So our connection, the father of the child's connection, ended by Wednesday. And I was completely fine with that. Pretty much had felt it, actually, by Wednesday. And then by Saturday, I was fucking done with New Orleans because I still had not heard from him. And I had no reason to be treated that way. I didn't do anything wrong other than love this man unconditionally. And then to be conceiving a child, not knowing at that point, but having a real inkling. I had such an inflamed feeling, and how do you put this? Everything from the morning sickness immediately to night sweats to I got a cold sore a week later. I had a bloody nose. I didn't know any of these things were pregnancy symptoms. I kept having freakishly bad cravings. I mean, immediately I didn't want coffee anymore, and immediately I was having a hard time breathing and having a lot of asthma attacks, which I thought was strange. Well, it was all the mucus that was producing in my hormones, and I handled it the best way I could once I left Louisiana. So I tried to communicate with him. I tried to have plenty of opportunities for the father of my child to...
Do you hear the sirens in the background now? Do you hear? This is so important. I want to turn up the volume a little bit, and I want you guys to really hear this. This creates anxiety to this day for me. If I hear sirens, I am fucked up. So from Louisiana noises to California to, I gotta let my dog out, but you understand. Go on with your bad selves. I'll be right back. Hold on. Listen carefully. Listen
Say
carefully.
goodbye to me or explain to me what the fuck was up, because I found out he didn't even have a job the whole fucking time I was there. He kept claiming that the minute that he would quit his job, he'd be moving back with me. And I kept joking with him that I was going to put him on the roof. California. Sirens, I can't wait for them to be gone. Kept joking and saying I was going to put him on the roof and take him back with me to California. I had jobs waiting for him. I was willing to take his bullshit and all. But the minute that I found out, because I had to pee, the baby made me have to pee, I went to his work, and he told me not to do that. So I go to his work to use the bathroom.
I forgot about this.
And his boss, literally, ex-boss, literally says, oh, he doesn't work.
I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I know I did that, but wow, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I'm glad I did that. That's hardcore. That is hardcore. Okay, so listen carefully to this fucking... Damn, this is a good video. All right. Bitch, you ain't playing. Man, I did a lot of stuff. You're about to hear about it. I don't play. I don't fucking play.
Here. So I realized, oh, wow, this is interesting. I've been lied to, and he's been playing games this whole weekend. What a bunch of bullshit. So I go to his other friend that I do know, mutually, where he worked. And his friend clearly is very clear with me that he hasn't had a job for at least a month. And I'm pretty sure they fired him because he was fucking up hard. So I'm like, wow, you could have at least said, look, I just don't want to go with you. I don't want to be with you, whatever. But to let me drive 2,000 miles, that's crazy. That's fucking nuts. So, and to lie, the whole time to lie. And in his mind, he really believes that somehow in some universe out in the fucking leftover brain cells of his head, I found out now he is a major pill popper. So what a conundrum, right? The father of my child is into narcotics and fucked up drugs, and I hate them. I want nothing to do with that. I am going to raise this child so purely it's not even funny. You know, I want to have the child natural. I obviously can handle some fucking pain. But I really don't know if that's a safe idea because of my back and all the other fun stuffs. Once I get to Colorado, I will be finding a doctor out there and hopefully even finding a midwife-style hospital thing where they will do the birthing in the hospital in case emergency, da-da-da-da. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I'm not even sure exactly my due date. This is actually going to be my first real birth. So the last one, I didn't know that I was pregnant and I didn't take the precautions. And it has hurt me for a long time because I'm not the kind of person that doesn't love something that's innocent enough. I'm actually quite that person. I don't see any reason to abort this child just because the father doesn't have his shit together. I have my shit together and I know who the fuck I am. I know, my values and my morals and who I am as a person. I'm very strong. I know that I can sustain a life if I do the right things, and I also know that I can financially handle it. Emotionally, it's gonna be hard. And it's mostly because how do you explain to a child that their father is just so stupid he doesn't even see what he's doing? It's not just affecting me, it's affecting his child, it's affecting him and all the opinions of where he lives. Everybody knows because I'm from the same fucking town he's from. It took it like 4 days for people to find this shit out because I'm not gonna fucking hide shit. For his case, he's a player. He's a liar. I even confronted the girl that he was messing around with. And, in that eyes of all the men out there, like, oh, you're fucking crazy. Yeah, okay, I'm crazy. I did her a favor because one day it's all going to happen to her too. It's not the first time he's done this. The weird thing of all of this was, as soon as I had posted who the father was, I had an inpour of people who he had messed with, who he had played around with, who he had lied to. He had not gotten pregnant, but boy, they wanted to tell me that I wasn't alone in the way I felt. So I feel very strongly about defending the fact this child deserves to survive. And it deserves to have me as a mother. And him as a father, that's his problem. He's not going to be there. But his family, I have nothing but positive things to say about his family. They've never done me wrong. And if they've talked shit, so be it. But they've never done me wrong. I don't have anything negative to say about them. Until they do, I don't have anything negative to say. His father is amazing. His mother, I don't think, gets the truth because maybe he's been lying to her. Probably to everybody else too. It's a comical situation, and down to the stories that I get to tell my child one day about his parent, his or her parent. I really feel like it is a boy from a lot of things I've been reading and hearing, but then anything is possible. I'm still very, very early in my pregnancy, so I never thought I'd be vlogging it, that's for fucking sure. It's a little scary to be vlogging it on obviously an activist page, because I am an activist, but bring it on. I am going to be going full steam ahead with everything legally that I can to protect myself, and my doctors will stand by me. They are the ones who wanted me to use cannabis. I'm a vegetarian, and I eat very high amounts of protein, of natural protein. Straight up, I won't be sharing any more about that, and I won't be doing any token talks for the rest of this pregnancy. So that's going to be interesting. But you guys can all have your judgment, the ones who believe, like Cindy Bin and also the father of my child, that they think I'm going to fuck up this kid because I've used cannabis or use cannabis. Again, I'm the patient, not a recreational user, and that's been very clear from the beginning of time. I just have to learn how to let those things roll off my back because obviously they're hard to protect, but it is what it is. I had the opportunity to meet Mark, the guy who could fly. I think that's his name, Mark. Red Band's brother. Very awesome guy. Very, very down-to-earth person.
The story that I'm about to say is so fucking wild. Let me turn my camera back on. I think I've had mommyhood Alzheimer's because I'm remembering this shit and it's just fucking wild. This is wild. Okay. He disappeared after this. This guy is huge. I need to look him up. Man, and he lives near me. What the fuck am I doing? All right, this guy is fucking huge on the cannabis side. You can do a fucking basic Google search. He is well known. Him and his brother are well known. You guys don't need to question it. I knew every one of the cannabis activists, all of them fucking in a row, in a duck, in a fucking circle. Love the shit out of me, and I still love the shit out of them. Shout out to so many fucking people. I'm going to put them in the description below. Go subscribe if they still have a channel. Even if they don't, I'm sure they're still collecting monetization. I encourage you guys to support other cannabis activists out there like myself who have come this long. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this because I know I've been on for 2 hours, but bitch, we ain't done. We ain't done. And listen, I think I did skip up, but this is the edited version. I hope I didn't say his name in here. God help me now for lawsuits and reasons. And this is a damn good vlog. But I will edit it out if I fucked up. Hopefully I didn't. I'm pretty sure this is the best one. I think because the last one I think I did say his name. But here we go. I didn't say his name, hopefully. But check this out. I'm going to roll up something again. So I'm going to turn my volume off. I love that you guys appreciate it. I am not a negative person. If this doesn't show you that I don't fuck around even with my real life drama, I have a real heart though. And I'm very smart. So anyway, this story that I'm about to go into is a fact. I don't know how much I said, but this is a fact. And I'm so mad at myself because I need to reach out. I'm going to tag him in this and I'm going to send him a message somewhere. So if you're watching, hey, yo, timestamp, look at it. We need to hang out sometime.
And the funniest fucking part of it all is we were discussing how I had personally never seen anything online about pregnancy and cannabis and all that. And so with saying this in the kindest way I possibly can. Bring it fucking on, people. You know, I will prove above and beyond that I am a great parent because I know for a fact I was raised by a mother who used cannabis every single day from the age of 9 to the age of 18. And if she hadn't used it, I wouldn't have known what to use for myself regarding pain, regarding all the things I'm dealing with. In this saga of drama, I also have realized that, you know, the relationship with the father is going to happen or it's not. Meaning he's either going to have some kind of input in his child's life or he's not. But legally, I have a lot more rights because, you know what, frankly, it's not my fault he decided to be a complete idiot. I loved him, and he just decided to fucking scoot, be a deadbeat. I'm not going to use the words knocked up because I don't feel like that's the... I feel like this is a blessing from God. If I'm supposed to have this child and I pass away in a couple of years, well, there it is. There was my love.
I'm sorry, I have to stop that, even though it's a fantastically deep moment. Yeah, scoot, you deadbeat. Okay, so everybody out there, if you're listening, playback gang. Moms, dads, drama queens out there dealing with baby daddy drama, and the scraping you hear is a joint being rolled up. Are you ready for this fucking real fucking talk from a mom to a mom to a mom to a dad to a dad? You ready? The scoots and they be off. Excuse me. The scoots and they be off. Scoots and they be off. You hear me? I'm tagging this shit. I want you to put it in your baby daddy story if you're dealing with drama, okay? Scoots and be dead. Be dead bed. Oh my God, that's a tongue twister. Scoots and be dead bed. Deadbeat. Scoots and be deadbeat. Scoots and be deadbeat. That's it. That's it. It's like a Jamaican moment. I'm telling you. Jamaican, you realize, okay? Are you ready? That's what it comes down to. Do the best job that they didn't do, okay? Keep it up, everybody who's listening, who needs that encouragement. Be a better version than they could be.
I loved this man very much, you know, and I'll probably always love him in the eyes of this child. But I don't know how I could ever believe a thing he...
My God, isn't that a point? I'll always love him in the eyes of my child. And it's not looking at him, it's it's real. Who understands that? I would love personal stories. We can have a series talking about single mom theories if you guys are totally into it. Let me know.
I love the input. Thank you all for joining me today.
It ever says again, much less his actions are just so disturbing. It's not just me who sees it. It's the whole universe. Anybody he's made communication with, it seems like, agrees that he's just a fuck up. And, you know, he still lives at home with his parents. He's 30 years old. He does not have a job or able to keep a stable job regularly. And he's on drugs. Everybody in his life is either coddling him or just feeling sorry for him, including I. Because when I was in love with him, I kept thinking, this person is such a good person, he doesn't even know it. And so at this moment in my life, holding his child in my womb, I still already know he's a good fucking person. He's just fucked up. So I'm never going to talk negative personally to my child about him. If they want to find out things, they can look on the internet, or they can look at my saga of texts and whatnot that I have saved for legal reasons. He's threatened now to call the police on me as of yesterday. It was hysterical. I get a text. I'm going to call the police if you keep harassing me. You're making assumptions. I don't have to make assumptions. So I'm at this point kind of like, he's only making himself look bad, and I don't even feel bad about that because that's him. I didn't do it. It's his actions. I told him point blank that every single thing that he's doing is who he is, and it's making who he is. And the representation as a loser and a liar and a lowlife, he's done it. He's done it for himself. I don't need to give him any of that. He shouldn't have done it. Because now I'm pregnant with this child. But on the other hand of things, I now have a better perspective of life. I know that I'm done with California for now. I would like to raise my child in Colorado for at least 10 years so they have a foundation of nature in the home. And the people that I was close with and growing up with as a child will be there. They'll have so many aunts and uncles, it's not even funny. So if his family decides to be completely ridiculous, I can't stop them. That's their choice. But I don't think it's right that his mother and father are not going to have an opportunity to know their grandchild, because fuck what the man does. It's not about him anymore. It's about the child. So that's the way I'm looking at this whole mecca of drama that, you know, if he gets married, has another kid, what the fuck ever, I don't really give a shit, because at this point, all that matters is the innocence that is growing inside of me. So I will be strong and I will be open, and I am not going to hide anything here other than his name and his location. But I'm not going to fucking hide anything. You know, I've had a lot of realizations, because even while I was believing I was pregnant for 3 weeks, I was pregnant, and I knew it. I just didn't feel like myself. It was so strange. The dizziness that I was getting was like being pushed and then having that wave sensation, like an after effect. I would be walking and just feel this terrible dizziness, or have to hold on to something. I'm like, what the fuck? So I think I was dehydrated a big portion of it because I wasn't drinking as much water as I am now. My dizziness has subsided. My nausea is constant, but I have found I'm not puking because I'm not allowing myself to. I am fucking holding the food down for all intensive purposes because I don't get a lot of food in anyway. So my nutrition now is heavy folic acid, heavy magnesium, potassium, anything I can get that's, you know, vitamin C, everything. I'm taking multivitamin, prenatal vitamins, and like I said, no more smoking, none of that. I check every single thing I eat now. Like, I didn't even know yesterday I had a pinch of rosemary and some pasta I had made. And I'm so glad that I didn't put much, because I found out later that rosemary and sage are very dangerous, and thyme. Those three things are dangerous to a child's or to a mother's womb, because they can actually cause higher blood production or something like that, and then it causes a miscarriage. So if you want to have a miscarriage, go for it. Get a big cup of oil, rosemary oil, and drink that. It'll work. They said high fat content too is not so great. Depends on your body, but when I got weighed the day I found out I was pregnant on the 28th, on the 18th, that's the other thing. I got a pregnancy brain like nobody's business. And hormones, like, don't fuck with me. I could beat someone up. I literally have said many days now, I could break his legs if he was in the presence of me at this point. I just, you know, the anger that I have towards protecting this child that has nothing to do with his fucked up. You know, the least he could do is say, I'll be a part of this kid's life, at least in regards to I want to know how he's doing. That's it. that would make me happy. But it's that he doesn't want anything to do with it and wants to make me look like a whore. That's cute. Everybody who knows me knows that I don't lie. I have no reason to. So, I got a lot to, defend myself on this one, because it's not fair to me to have to just eat up his bullshit. No. He knows I'm public, and he knew who I was and what I was capable of. When I finally got down there, he and I were talking, and let's just put it this way. In so many words, I had said, "You underestimate me." And because of that, it's really hard, because I would hope that you could just be honest with me. What is going on? Why are you so afraid? Because he kept saying, I'm afraid. Well, at the end of the day, after all that, now I look at it like, fear is basically going to destroy your life, buddy. I have nothing to do with it. Fear is going to destroy your life. Because if you're afraid of just taking and manning up and taking care of yourself, maybe just get a pot to piss in instead of using people, that might work, but it's like, it's really hard on one hand, because I totally understand that this man is beyond drugged out of his head. He's either getting off the pills or getting on the pills, or fucking drinking or fucking using something else. And that is not something I want my child to be a part of. So it's not like I'm saying, oh, I can't wait till he can dance in the park with him. Fuck that, or her. It's that I don't want to make his ignorance be the reason his entire generation of knowing his family or her exist. I don't want to be part of that. I have a very small family, and my family is not close, and on both sides, and they aren't really understanding, and they don't really get that I am as sick as I am, and they don't know what it is to be without family, because they have each other. So my family are friends. My family are you guys. I have subscribers out there who have literally made me feel like, what the fuck was my family? Because you guys are so much more there for me. And so this is all really hard, but it's also really necessary, to be as honest as I am. I'm sure I'll share a lot more in the future, but right now that's the truth. And I don't have a thing to hide, so, it is what it is. I've already came up with 2 names so far that really have touched me, and I feel like would be a really great representation of this spirit, this little soul, which I can feel the energy. It's so fucking crazy.
It's weird.
Totally feel it. It's like a constant ball of la. That's what it feels like. It's the weirdest thing.
He's like, la.
And then these pains I'm getting all the time too, which is not fun. It's just the body doing its thing. My boobs. I swear to God, I look like Barbie right now. I was going to say something and I forgot my train of thought. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I will be leaving California by June 1st. So that's soon. And I am not sure exactly all the details to where I'm going to be living. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to let you guys know exactly where I'm going to be living, for the reasons of protecting my child. I'm not going to show the child on camera. Currently, I don't want to do that. But it might change. I may totally change, because I don't know how long I'm going to live. And this child, I hate to say it, deserves to know who their mother was, and who their father was, and who their real family is, so that if one day they decide to go and look for the family, then they can do that. This tablet is freezing, so I'm going to end this video now, and I'm going to go ahead and post it. But, support or you're blocked. I'm going to just say it that way. I'm going to keep Miss Chronic Chronicles up, and as long as I need, I'm going to probably privatize some videos for sanity's sake. But I will try to vlog as much as I can, and hopefully I can get back in the swing of things and just be doing pregnancy vlogs from now on with you guys and talking about activism with it. I don't know. But I do want to get involved as much as I can once I do get to Colorado. We need more voices, people. And I learned quite a bit in Colorado, which I will just do on another vlog, but I'm going to be most likely moving to the western slope of Colorado, not the eastern slope of Colorado, which is Denver. And everybody already fucking knows me and has known me for 15 years. So the truth is, I got some family. I got some protection, and I'm going to be okay. But for this child's sake and for their, protection, I have to move to a state that is cannabis friendly and that I understand and know. I grew up in Colorado. Good portion of my life was in Colorado. And I loved being a child in Colorado because you could just explore. And I want to be that mom who's playing techno in my car, driving through the mountains, and my child and me are enjoying the scenery, just like my mother was driving through the mountains listening to Led Zeppelin, Sade, and all that fun stuff. So it's an exciting moment for me because I never thought I'd be able to conceive, honestly, again. Truthfully, I've been kind of nervous, like, what the hell? But the fact that I had his child is just totally crazy to me. So I am just giving it all to God, and if he wants this child to survive, this child will be birthed. And the two names that I'm considering right now are Timothy if it's a boy, and the reason for that is I've always loved the name, and I think it's a strong male name, and I didn't realize how much the significance biblically. Timothy is a beautiful character in the Bible, and I want more than anything for him to be, honoring God, basically. That child that is coming into the world to do good things, regardless of the father's maturity and authenticity. I know that I am a strong woman and definitely will teach my child to be a strong man. So, an independent, strong man. So, I raised my little brother who was a shit. And there's a lot to be said about that too, because I'm not sure if he's missing. There's a lot of things that happened while I was on my vacation. And I have some people looking for him now because we don't know if he's even alive anymore. So, with that being said, there's so much going on emotionally for me that's going on in my life on the sidelines that I will have to make other videos to explain to you guys what the fuck is up. But I can't stop vlogging now. I've come too far, and my life has totally taken me a loop now. But rent's a lot cheaper where I'm moving, and the scenery is a lot better. And the people, I understand the people. I mean, I am pretty much a Coloradan, Californian, Louisianan. I am, and I will make sure my child understands their roots, understands everything. And you got to take life with strive, and that's what the best thing I can say I'm doing at this point is just getting through each day, and I'm protecting the fact that, this child deserves to exist. And frankly, I'm not going to allow him, the father, to try to define my life further. So he already has planted his seed, and he can be a deadbeat, but Louisiana is very strict about that. I'm going to do my best to give him an opportunity to be a part of this child's life, but if at some point it gets out of control, I will do everything I can to get him removed from the parental guardianship. Because frankly, what I found out already about Colorado is that I already have all the rights in the world. He's never going to be able to get the child. He'll have to fight for custody if he were to want the child, because he's not going to sign the birth certificate. I already know that. So I'm not going to hide anything, and I'll continue to share with you guys. So hopefully maybe some of those single moms out there are going to see this vlog and maybe understand where I'm coming from. If you want to get a hold of me, and privately that is, send me a private message or go ahead and get a hold of me on Facebook. My information's always listed below in the description, and my Instagram, all of this, I'm going to obviously be, marking along the way as things go with the pregnancy and sharing with you guys as things go. But I didn't really want to have this kind of planned out. I just kind of wanted to spill it, and this is what happened. So ended up pregnant on a very crazy journey to go visit a man I thought was being honest. Wasn't being honest, in fact, a total coward. So now I'm at a place where I'm just trying to make ends meet, and as you can see, the house is already being disassembled pretty quickly because I am going to be moving soon. And pretty much I'm just going to day by day, month by month, probably give you guys updates. If I feel it's necessary to do it daily, then so be it. But at this point, I'm going to just do it the best I can.
My pain has been out of control. Can't take baths anymore that are over 100 degrees temperature, which really sucks. And, you know, that's sucky because I have serious nerve damage. So as this baby gets bigger, my pain's going to get worse. I'm just going to get used to screaming. I think that will work just fine for me. And visualization and music and movies. Get your mind off of it. Or I pace a lot lately because I have been peeing a lot. So I get up, I pee, and then I don't want to lay down again because I know I'm going to pee in a few minutes again, and I do. And so it's like, there's no UTI, thankfully. I don't have any urinary tract infection. It's normal peeing for a pregnant girl, but it's just crazy. This whole thing's pretty insane. So, again, there will be possibly some people that I know watching this video because they are trolls, and they're from a city, and they have heard one story, and they want to hear the other story. Well, this is the true story. Went to Planned Parenthood, and when I did, that was funny. I said to the lady, it was so funny. I said to the lady, look, I either have a UTI because I feel like crap, I'm pregnant because I'm sure as hell don't know what the fuck I'm feeling. This feels different. But if I am not pregnant, can you please, or if the test result comes back not pregnant, can you please do a blood test or test me for a UTI? And because I either have a baby or I have a virus, something. And so the lady comes back in 5 minutes later, not even that. And I had already taken 2 pregnancy tests. The first one said no immediately, which I was like, oh my God, okay, good. Anyway, took one and it was horrible. It was like one of those nightmare moments when you're in the bathroom in a Walmart, fucking peeing on a stick and it comes back, no. But there are crying babies in the background. Yeah, that was interesting. This is just like it would be in a Lifetime fucked up movie. It says no, or it says yes, and you hear babies crying while it's happening. And then I kept the other pregnancy test because I had a, 5 days early response kind of thing. And I saved it, and when I came back to California, I had actually driven one of my friends. Her name is Kiri, and she is in a lot of my pictures these days. So if you see another blonde, yes, that's my girl. I've known this girl for 18 years. We were best friends, and when I was in Colorado the second time, coming home after I conceived, I immediately felt like I needed to move back to where this person is because her support is endless. Her family is so awesome. She's a great mom. She's a good example of exactly who I need to learn from. And my mom's not around, so it is really scary for me to do this and not know what little things are going to mean. You know, like I didn't know a bloody nose had anything to do with me being pregnant. Kiri was the one who mentioned that is actually a sign of pregnancy too. What? A cold sore? Are you kidding me? Nobody else got a cold sore, just me. And it's my body just, whoa, hormones, whoa, and so when I finally have realized, okay, maybe I do need to move back to Colorado. Maybe this is where I need to spend my life with my child for now. Maybe I need to plant some roots down here. I feel calm down here. My soul is okay down here. Why is it okay down here? And so I'd already kind of had it in my mind, and I talked to Kiri a little bit about it, well, if I am pregnant, then I'll be really clear. I want to move back here, and we'll see what happens. So I took that second pregnancy test, got home. She had driven back with me to California, and it was like, I'm not sure what day it was. 2 days after I'd gotten, 4 days after I gotten here, because then it would have been like a good solid 2.5 weeks, and I did a pregnancy test at home, and it came back quickly positive, double lines. Holy fuck. I was like, oh my God. And I don't know why I did it, but I didn't take a picture of it or anything. I just fucking took both of them, the negative one and the positive one, put them in the bag, took the box, took the receipt, walked downstairs, threw it in the trash can, and walked back upstairs and was like, are you fucking serious? Maybe it's wrong.
I fucking threw it away.
And so
I
decided 2 days after that to go ahead and go to Planned Parenthood.
Like, throw it away. It's not there.
And as I said, I told the lady, do I have a baby or do I have a UTI? Because I don't feel right. And she came back and the bad news is you don't have a virus. The good news is you have a baby. I was like, ah!
I fell to the floor. I literally just clopped onto the floor, and I was like,
floor.
on the floor,
I was like, on.
face on the floor.
Like,
Are you
they're
fucking serious?
fucking
Are you
public
sure? And the lady's
floor.
like, yeah. I'm like, can I hug you? I get up and I hug the nurse, and she's like, I'm like, exactly how far along am I? And she's like, 3 weeks and 3 days. I was like, oh my God, pretty insane. So I guess the big moral of the story is you never know if you're pregnant 100% without a doctor. And I immediately, a week and a half prior to that, had already stopped drinking coffee because it was just so hard to take down.
It's weird.
I did a photo shoot with my friend Kiri's sister. I wasn't sure if I was pregnant, but I also thought in my heart, which was so strange, that I wanted to capture this time in my life because it was so powerful. And about 2 days after I had gotten back to Grand Junction, I asked my friend Kiri to go with me and to get our tattoos because she had named me Love. Love. Love is my nickname. It always has been since I was 12 years old. We have another friend named Hope we named, and another friend named Destiny, I think she had said, and her nickname was Tears. And Tears and Love, we would always had this like little bond that we were more than sisters. We were soul sisters, you know. And so when I got back, the reason I got the tattoo and the reason that I got it this way, if you can see it, if you can see the circle here is not completely shut. While the original design was an infinity, and I don't believe that life, you know, it does life does end. And, you know, love, it's not complete. I haven't found my love completely. So this part, we also had him add a little bit more of a oomph to it because that's so my personality. And the coloring, it actually is colored in with white, even though I'm white. I want to get it overlined with white glow in the dark. So eventually it will
Still wish I
glow
could.
in the dark.
Nobody will do it
but
for me.
It's just basically my representation of after everything in my life and who I am, what matters, what's left in my left hand, what's left is love. And that's just to love and to be who I am and to stay true to myself. I didn't do anything fucking wrong with this relationship other than be fucking true to him. So, you know, it's just really fucking sad to see he's this much of a coward, but you know, it's on him, all in him. I'm sure I will update you guys more soon. I guess I should go ahead and show you my bump. I have a tiny bump. It's not very much, but this is the
Shabam.
bump.
Shabam.
So I am about 5 weeks, almost 5 weeks pregnant. In about 4 days, I'll be 5 weeks pregnant. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my appointment, May the 13th. And I doubt they're going to be able to give me an ultrasound then, but if they can, it'd be great. Because I'm actually very high risk for twins too. So I don't really want to wonder why the fuck I'm so tired and sick if I have twins. And I'll probably need to get a script for Boost by my doctor, Boost nutritional drinks, because that's what got me through the first week when I got back to California. I couldn't eat. It was so hard to eat. It's like the chewing aspect was just nasty. All I wanted was chocolate pudding, and that's about it. Oh, and these freaking, what is it, wasabi ginger chips? Oh my effing God, they're so good. They're so good. That and the chocolate pudding, which is crazy. But nutritionally wise, I had to get more in. So I'm already feeling a ton better since I had drank a 12-pack in the last week. Almost 3 times a day. And you know
I'm not
continue to
already
do that. I know that because of my health conditions, the
I'm
gastroenteritis,
A positive.
and my liver disease. This isn't going to be an easy situation, and with my back, holy fuck, it's going to need a lot of medical attention. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they induce me early. I completely am going to do whatever is necessary to protect
So
this
crazy,
child.
I knew that.
So, if you guys,
That's fucking weird. I've never, ever looked back and realized that I already intuitively knew they were going to induce me. And they were not able to give me an epidural because of my rods. I had prior scar tissue on my spine. So there was bone graft. So there was no way they could do any pain medication. And where I was at, point blank, the birth story is too crazy. I'll link it below for people who want to see it. But I'm not going to review it today. But I knew. I just they weren't able to give me any medication, so I had him completely natural, but was induced for 6 hours. But when I went into labor, I had him in 20 minutes. It was crazy. And lots of fucking problems after, too. Lots of complications.
Guys have any questions or, want to send love my way, please do. I am going to be closing my P.O. box very soon, so don't send me anything. If you want to send me something, get a hold of me. I'll figure out how to do that for you, but I'm not really in need of anything right now. I don't even know what the sex of the baby is yet or any of that. And frankly, at this point, all I need is a lot of prayers that this child makes it to term. That's it. That's all I want. Just makes it to term. For my sanity, I do not want to go through another miscarriage. That was the most horrible experience. Most emotionally, I didn't even realize how much it affected me. So, I'm at a place in my life, I'm going to be 30 years old in less than 6 months, that this is the perfect time to have the child. And I probably will never have another child again, most likely. But, that's why I really want to know if it's twins and if it's healthy and all of that. And, I stopped the medications like within 3 days of my Lyrica, the Lexapro, and the anti-inflammatory I was on. I stopped it like basically 2 weeks, or about 2 weeks before I actually found out I was pregnant. So
It's fucking
I only
weird.
was really on it for maybe a day or two once I conceived, because I was so sick I couldn't keep anything down. It was so bad that on the way home from when Kiri was driving me home, we met up with some friends that we had
This
been
is a great
trying to
story.
get a hold of for over 15 years. For over 15 years, me and her had lost touch with a sister, 2 sisters.
This story is so incredible. So the place that I live now, we all grew up together. And literally we lost touch with people. And it was so like a miraculous Wizard of Oz experience, going down an old path, seeing old friends. And it's like as if like if the metaphor would be the basket was my son, like in, Toto was my Kiki back in the day. If you guys understand what I'm talking about, then you got to look at my old videos to understand what I'm saying. But this shit was crazy. We ended up to a place, I don't remember what I said in this, so it's kind of a true reaction here. I'll keep the camera on. But it's fucking funny what happened. And this is just stories.
We really, really cared about Amanda and my friend Ashley. And I met her in Vegas, and we ended up being by a friend of hers house. And I was talking to the guy about the different laws from Louisiana to Colorado to California about cannabis. And it was upsetting me so much that I started throwing up in his garden. Just blah, all in his garden. Then, hi, sorry about that. I think I should go now. And that's when I was like, that's not me. That does not fucking happen. I normally be like, yeah, I feel pretty shitty, but I'm not going to puke in your garden. No, this was like, okay, hi.
I was like pulling my hair back. I was like,
So
all right,
that
I
was
gotta
probably
go.
the hormonal morning sickness. I haven't quite hit the oh shit every day sickness, throwing up. But
For the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks was bad. And probably because I wasn't being as on it about the water
and the nutrition. So yeah, I'll share with you guys more as it comes about. I'm in really good spirits besides the fact, and I think it's just the hormones are making me be happy about the situation regardless, because it's not my fault. He is an idiot. And it's not the baby's fault. He is an idiot.
There we go, folks. There's your lesson.
So
There's your
I
folks.
do what I gotta do.
That's the best
Anyway, you
mommy
guys,
advice
I will
got.
definitely update you more soon. I hope you could enjoy this little interesting saga of life that has happened in the last 30 days of my life.
Tattoos,
fucking
babies,
crazy.
and road trips.
It's just so wild, but it's a story. I do expect this channel to change a little bit, and I'll probably be updating some of the banners and whatnot as I have energy to. But I am not going to sit in this fucking chair too long anymore because I am exhausted. But you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for your support, and stay tuned for more baby bumps of Miss CC. So crazy. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call in. I had to shut this thing up. So if that doesn't show my fucking character about bad situations, I don't know what does, guys. It's fucking great shit right there. That is the honest truth about life. I was like, damn, I got an asshole. That's okay. I got this. We all good. We all good. And I have stayed that way for a long ass time because I just believe you have to be positive about your bad circumstances. You make the lemonades out the lemons. Sometimes you saucify it. And if you guys see, when the pandemic happened, okay, so this is what I have. I have Just Be and Love. Love is on my left because it's what's left. Right is what's right. Just be. Who am I? Who am I reminding myself all the time? Love, just be. Be. Just be. Just be. Just be. Okay, so let's get real close. And personal. Can we see? Hold on. Do we see the E? There are 3 dots. I'm kind of like a white girl cholo. Living the vida loca. It's a fact. I actually fucking... I sneaked over my tattoo artist. I was like, add 1 more dot. She's like, why? I was like, just do it. She's like, fuck. Oh, fuck. I walked in there as a little fucking white girl mama in the mountains, and I walked out a fucking badass. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, this life's crazy. The things I have went through. Okay, so like I said, my birth story's crazy. But then when I actually have went through the years, my son was a year old when he finally met his father. We made up at least as friends. Then circumstances happened and he was out of his life. And now, about, I guess, a year or so ago, he had spoke with him, but my son does not know who he is. And so it's just sad. And now he's 6, now just turned 7 today. His 6th year is when he started asking questions. And I thought I was going to just hide everything forever. That's not what I've done. I've decided to give him a little bit of what's important and all the important stories about him. So that's what matters. And he is a very strong little boy. He's a very creative little boy. Like I said, he doesn't go without with anything. And because he knows I'm on YouTube, he does have this mind of creating all the time and also exploring things. So like he doesn't show off too much, but I've shared this with some of the ladies out there publicly and whatnot and on different platforms that my son 100% sees Ryan's world as a terrible fucking thing. That it's just mass marketing and they're lying to children to buy my toy so he gets a cut of it. That's a fact. My son is that child of a YouTuber that is not lied to about life. He sees things, and so I do think there's a big possibility that his life could be very public one day. And so I feel like this is an important ode to who he is and how he came about. And so like some of the things I want to share the next video, I think it's the one where I'm like car vlogging. I'm like, I'm in love with this guy. I think I might end up having a baby with him. I don't know if that's the one I want to share, or if there's other one where it's like how I'm going to deal with it. But I think there's some other videos that we could bring up. I'm not going to get off right now. So if you want to go, you're welcome to see that door or that exit. Otherwise, I think this is a good fucking place to share that, like, it's about, as parents, this is very much a positivity, motivational video here. For you parents out there dealing with like the projections of people that you've made a child with, or your own struggles as a parent, feeling you don't have enough or whatever the hell else. You know what? These are lessons to make really strong people by not projecting on your kids too. So like really, really decide what's important that you want to reflect, and the rest, you go through that process. So that's what I've focused on for the last 7 years of being my mommy self. Is first off, relationships aren't something that I mirror too often for him, except friendships. I don't believe that as a mom, unless I got a serious relationship on my hands, I don't mirror it for him. I'll talk to him about his own relationships, friends and things like that, and bullies. He knows all about that kind of relationship systems. But when it comes to structure of parenting, aunts and uncles, the only thing he struggles with every single like big holiday and whatnot is not having his grandma, my mother, not having
my brother, his uncle. Those things he struggles with because he knows they could have been, but they aren't. He doesn't struggle with grandpa situations because he doesn't see me mirror. I don't have that cold-hearted place where I'm like, I wish my father cared. No, I don't deal with toxicity, so I don't have it. I never focus on it. It doesn't come in my radius. And I mirror that in other things in my life as a parent. So it is the actual justification of taking lemons and making lemonade and saucy lemonade. I like fucking lavender lemonade. I like strawberry lemonade. I like blueberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade. Lemonade's fucking great. And you know what? Makes other things taste good too. Look at your perspective as a learning experience as a parent. Look at the hardships as an experience. They're experience for not just you to learn, but to grow with your children. And I think that's something that I've always stayed true to on this channel as a mom. Though I don't show him, just like I'm explaining as an example, Ryan's World is an example with a child on a screen. The parents are also there. I don't have to be that. But there are very, 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 very good YouTubers out there. And I will shout one out and I will tag them. Because I'm tagging a bunch of people in this video. Fully Living is a YouTuber that has been vlogging her health concerns, her health struggles, their military life struggle. They were, as far as living in the Middle East, they were gamers that met, had children, went on YouTube. They were always very public. This is a good example. So like there are people out there that do show their kids and do it in a structured way. But because I don't live in a fucking perfect world like the rest of us, and cannabis isn't fucking federally changed from Schedule 1, I'm screwed by what I say and what I share and what I do. So as a parent, until it's time, you'll never see his face. But guys, he has a lot to say. My son is a smart little boy. And I do want to include him on my podcast in certain ways. So what I may be doing, and I shout out to Insanity Reacts on this, I'm going to probably have his face like our lovely little, we turn this off. Hello there, people. This is the Mary and Joe Show with Tiny Tim. Who knows, That's probably what we're going to do because he has a lot to say and he's part of this. His voice matters, but his image does not matter on this structure. And there are some sick individuals that find YouTube as a public atmosphere to disgrace families, to lower the value of a channel because they're even putting their child on the face of their freaking platform, which is sad. Okay? So, I've even seen a YouTuber, which I won't tag because they already get enough taggage, but Daily Bumps is a good example. I have personally seen people take some of the childhood videos that they had of their babies and exploit them by reacting in a very unconventional, not reaction should be reaction way. Do you understand? I will allude, I will not fucking say it. But there are people out there that look at videos and react to it and make lovely sexual endos in a reaction audio version. It's disgusting. And so for that reason, I can't share my son right next to me. So Daily Bumps is a fantastic version. I actually contacted them when I found a particular video, which got more views than their actual content. Disturbing, quite literally. And by the way, do you like the background? I think it looks fucking amazing. Except that corner. I gotta move. I'm gonna make it a little longer so it's a little better. But yeah, I just genuinely, as a parent and as a single mom, you guys, I've got the cameras, I got the problems with the possible real life people. I don't need it on this structure or juncture, and my son deserves privacy. So that's why I have never made it a mockery. And his story is my story too, so that's why it is here, and I've never felt bad about that. Most of the public videos that I have out there while I was pregnant do describe in detail how afraid I was that I was not going to be here, potentially like dying on the fucking table. Like, I signed contracts, gave away, had my will set up, had 2 families in different spots legally, put in paperwork, put on video, agreeing to be his guardian if I were to die right when he was delivered. And the worst part that I had initially after he was born, and trigger warning this whole video seems to be, is that my placenta was not fully delivered. So I had a whole experience where I had to, in the middle of dead winter, you got to remember, I had him early December, but within 4 days of delivering him, I hemorrhaged because of issues, obviously infection related, due to not delivering it fully. That could have been a lawsuit. I was exhausted. Let me just be real. They didn't do a blood transfusion, but they set me up for it when I got there because I had lost so much blood. And it had happened an hour away. I had to drive in the dead of winter. And on the way home of that incident, the same evening, my friend's vehicle, she was driving like a Cavalier or something, some kind of car. And we hit a boulder-size rock on the middle of the road. And I think it was like the oil pan or something. Anyway, the car was completely immobile. We were on the side of the road in a spot that got 0 reception on a rural road. And here I am, 4 days old, just had this whole hemorrhage situation, being released from a hospital, an hour drive back home. Okay, 4 days. 4 days. My son is needing to breastfeed. They're telling me here's medication when I write, because like I had to start the induction right away. So they gave me the first pill. So I was already being forced to go induce again after I'd already delivered to get rid of the placenta. Sorry, TMI. So crazy pain. So they gave me pain pills while I was in the hospital already. So immediately I had to stop weaning him from breastfeeding. It was insane. So my friend driving that vehicle, walked down the snow road until she got a signal with her cell phone, called, had her brother. They took a rope at like 11 o'clock at night and dragged us all the way up a mountain slowly. It was crazy. It was crazy. So when I was becoming a mother, I was like, do I put all this on YouTube? I don't think I've even ever shared that story about the boulder. It was fucking crazy. Like, I can remember having my finger in my baby's mouth, like as if you would do in the Victorian ages, and just letting him suckle on your finger while he was crying for milk. It was horrible. Horrible. So I do share the raw details as being a parent, but again, there's aspects to it that just don't need. And if you follow me on TikTok, you will see some of the design aspects that I share about my son's creativity. Like, I just recently did a mural on his floor. He's got the best mind. He's a great designer. Let me just say, he gives me ideas all the fucking time. Yeah, thank you. I don't really share the kids anywhere. Tell my family to not put any top pics of ours on their social media. Correct. I don't like it being public. If you guys ever get a shot of my son publicly, it's not for long because I take it down. But like I said, I stopped documenting him as a child past the age of probably 3 years old max, and that was only by Christmas time you guys would see. Now I only show the presents at Christmas time. I don't show him anymore. You might hear the audio of him opening up presents, but I believe strongly in privacy for our children. How different would it be if I was like Pamela Anderson and exploiting my child, because that's the words we use, exploiting my child on a full frame. You have to get on camera unless you're a vlogger channel and everybody's got their own channel. I just don't believe it is necessary to it is a job, but this is also my passion here, sharing my life, and it is going to pay off for him in massive ways down the road. I already have a trust set up for my son, guys. I have since he was young. So a lot of you guys don't understand. I'm one of those YouTubers that thinks way, 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 way ahead. And as you guys know or don't know, I own a production company. I do things creatively often. And my son, I have plans. he will be involved. His first job will be working for me and getting a paycheck and doing grunt work and doing things that he doesn't even know he wants to do, because it will help him in character, help him mobilize himself later down the road. Some of the videos that I shared when I was pregnant, and I still believe this strong, about if you, and Brennan really can understand this, I decided to put my son into public school, but from early on, I've always thought I was pretty much going to homeschool him. And that could still happen. And I have a lot of negative and positive from people in my real life who are like, do not do that. It's going to make da 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 da. The facts are is that he's so social, you guys don't realize. Mommy over here is so social. He doesn't lack. And I almost feel like if I was in a structured system where I wasn't online and whatnot, he may have social issues because he wouldn't be so casually comfortable with it so often. He has been, I had a tablet for him when he was really young. Like, I'd say, not really young, that's a lie. Probably like 3.5. I waited. I'm bad about that. I don't like electronics, so that's hardcore when I'm saying this. He needs to know what child imagination really is. So art is something we often have in our house. And if he's in trouble, he usually is doing chores versus any other try to punishment. It just doesn't work. I like him to have practice life structures. Like, that is our fucking punishment of not doing our work, right, guys? You don't do your dishes, you got them. You don't do your laundry, you smell. So does your house. You don't clean your floors, you'll feel it. These are things. So, like, you don't pay your bills, you don't got your electricity, you don't got your place. It's all a fucking system. So I actually, he doesn't know I pulled money out this month in a bunch of dollar bills because it's time. He's not on the 25-cent style, but he needs to earn the allowance. He's lost his toys before, so now we're gonna have him earn it. He's gonna shop himself. How old were all of you in the chat when you started being able to pick out a toy and pay for it? I want some answers, because I think I was like 6 and I was buying those $12 Barbies, $9.99 Barbies. Hold on, let me look at what you guys are saying. Thank you all for the comments. Hold on, what did I see here? Yeah, F-bombs are good. I'm not hating. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to stream through. I hope I'm not putting things you don't want to see. Yep, I agree with you on that. Is worth it. Yes. Hey, the thing is, he's probably going to do seasonal schooling. And you guys can understand or not understand. I'm in a rural area. The town over from me, 15 minutes. The whole school, 25 people. That's grades kindergarten to 12. You heard me. I went to that school. When you were in 3rd grade, you were allowed to walk home, help your parents do whatever for an hour and a half. Walk back home, do attendance, and then go home normal. We had a break in the middle of the day. You could choose if you wanted to stay at that school or go home. That's the way it is. It's a farming community out here. And I wanted him to experience that. So, that's really important I put that out there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going all around. But just up to each individual couple of mine. There you go. Hey, I have to tell my son to tell me when he needs his fingernails cut, because that boy just keeps his mouth shut about it. I get really annoyed. Like, you're not a lady, darling. Please don't. Let's cut those fingernails, little boy. He doesn't think like us women do. You're like, what nails? What do you mean? There's dirt? What do you mean? Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to go back up here because I think I missed some of you guys. I love that you guys are all enjoying this conversation. I'm sorry if I'm a little wordy. Like I said, you hear me. My etiquette is being kind to others' opinions. I give a fuck. But my experience could be similar or different. It doesn't really matter. the trauma is real. When you love someone and you lose someone, it doesn't matter if a baby's involved or not. That was what happened, and I was still going through it. I have to check something. 1 second. I have an alarm going off, so I'm going to turn my camera. Hold on 1 second. That's weird. See, it's the ghost, guys. I'm telling you, Heather, it's the ghost. It's the ghost. I have alarms on all kinds of... You hear that? Do you hear what's going off? That is fucking wild. That is my infinity alarm going off, telling me drawers are open and my door is open. Weird. So, all right. So let me get back to the chat, and then I think I'm gonna find another one, and then I'm gonna try to make it no more than like 30, 45 more minutes. That's 3.5 hours. I think that's fair. This has been a fun little chit chat, and I'm sure we'll extend this on. I'm just gonna say Single Mom Theory. We'll hashtag it Single Mom Theory, and this is a token talk. So, hold on. And while we're here, we might as well chit chat about the updates, because I know you guys want to hear about that. Number 1, my battery's been fixed. Number 2, the people have the money for the tires. They have stood me up now 2 days. It will get done because people owe people, not just me. So, it'll get done. I need to learn patience. Life teaches you in funny fucking ways, doesn't it? It reminds you. Stay on track. Patience. Motherfucker. So, I'm trying that checkbox. Patience. Okay. It'll get done. Hopefully today, tomorrow, maybe soon. It'll get done. Patience. I'm learning. Okay, so. Once that's done, then I go buy a cake for my child. Then I go do all the things for my child, because I don't want to do it until it's all, like, I promised him we'd buy a cake. I'm not making one this year. He wants the whole shabam. This girl's going to spend freaking at least $100 on everything. He's having a sleepover, pizza, ice cream, the toppings, you know, pizza, then the toppings with the ice cream bar thing and the cake. And it's going to be great because it's his first sleepover. He's super excited about it. We've just redone his whole room. So he's now at a place where he's proud of his room, which makes me super happy because he wants to show it off. He's so ready. He's been every day showing me what he wants to do. So, and we're going to actually put a tree like this up in his room. Like, I got to find another fucking big branch and do all the things. But his room is completely Mario Brothers land. It has like ponds on the floor and water streams. There are more parts to it we're going to be working on, but I have 2 wire spools that I am going to be repurposing that look like little mushrooms, you know, the emoji red and circle shroom mushroom looking thing. We have cats, so I'm going to put wheels in the bottom of the little wire spool, paint the bottom green so it's like a regular green base, and then have red carpet, like cheap ass Berber low pile, wrap that around the inside, glue it, and then staple it, and then the inside, I don't know how I'm gonna do the mushroom. I was thinking just like take a bunch of fabric and spool it together so it's wiggly or whatever, or get shag carpet like white that hangs down, and then the top I'm gonna put foam and tack it and then paint the polka dots. So, and then he wants to add light features, and so I'm thinking is, if I can make it work, because it's got a hole in the center, I would put one of those remote battery operated lights, right? And then it will glow the bottom of the floor. So he could change the color, and it would, like, because it's lifted from the wheels, be like this little bench thing, and then the cats can claw the fuck out of the inside. That's pretty much the plan. He was saying he didn't want AstroTurf on the bottom part where the grass was, and I was like, that would look so good though. So my background's in interior design. I upcycle constantly. I was able to trade someone some work, meaning I needed a mattress removed from my yard, and I didn't want to take the thing. So they took the mattress and traded me their junk from their yard, because he's like a collector. And I feel like this is good because he's at the age, he's 7, you know? Like, I mean, this is probably going to go on now, what, 2 more years, 3 more years? And then you know what's going to happen, guys. The floor is going to be killed out. I'm going to have to fucking put regular damn tile down, and he's be like, I'm a big boy, I don't want this shit. I hear it. So in the meantime, while I can get away with it, I'm doing it. But when he was earlier, when he was younger, he wanted a galaxy. So we started working on his walls and painting them black. And I had like those mirror sticky fucking things that are like mirror stars. Terrible investment. They fly off the wall. I don't care if you like use nails. What is it? Hard as nail or whatever the fuck nail. The tack shit. Nothing worked to keep the stuff on the wall. And as a child, like it freaked me the fuck out. I was like, he's gonna hurt himself because they're sharp. So we bought a bunch of glow-in-the-dark paint. So basically, it will still look like a galaxy when the lights are off, but when the lights are on, it's clouds. And in some of the clouds, I've written messages. Yes, liquid nails. What the fuck? I know people that had like sex mirrors on the ceiling with that shit, and it didn't fucking come off. But these little bitches that are that small, that are technically on plastic, yeah, it was terrible. Right! I'm telling you, man. I agree, Brennan. But yeah, I'm that kind of mom that wants to encourage his experiences. My mother used to argue with me when I would be like, do you think I should be this? And do you think I should be that? She'd be like, what do you want to be? And I'd be like, na 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 na. And she'd be like, that's what you should be. And I'm like, okay, well, what about this? Well, then you should be everything you want to be. That's how I raise my kid, especially because I mirror it in this lifestyle as being a YouTuber. And I cannot encourage you guys enough to get a hold of me. If you're a single mom out there and you want to tell your story, let's come on here. Let's have a chit chat. Nobody's hating. No baby daddy drama. No flaking on the dramas. We're not dramas. We are an inspiration community. We're here for one another. I don't care if you're a male or female. You have a story you want to share about coming to your own, because that's what the fuck you see here, right, guys? I definitely curse a lot more, and I don't give a fuck if my eyebrows don't match. This one needs to be. This one. That is not right. But yeah, I mean, I don't really edit my shit anymore because it really caused a lot of fucking anxiety. I want to edit more. I will have money eventually to edit more, meaning people will be working for me. And I used to do the experience when I wasn't doing YouTube. I got heavily into selling on eBay when my son was really young because I could watch him, he could be whatever, and I was selling on eBay, selling on different platforms. And I'm actually now, it's so hard to admit this out loud, but I have to stop that because it takes too much of my lovely time. And so I have now put it to the point where I am like, I'm not even trying to make money anymore on my upcycling and stuff like that. I mean, on my thrifting, repurposing, resale albatross is what they call it. I'm just giving it to donators, you know, the fucking wherever you can drop it off, women's shelters, stuff like that. And do you know that gives me so much more happiness sometimes than fucking listing it and seeing money drop into my bank account? It's a weird thing when you like priorities matter way fucking more because you can't get these days back. That's how I feel about it. So I spend time with my son. We watch fucking movies all the time. He recently saw some videos of my mother and I when I was a baby, like, I don't know, 2 years old, swimming and stuff like that. And I look and sound exactly like my mom. So he's just so weirded out when he sees things because he's just like, it's all there, but it's in a digital version. So, you know, sorry, let me get to the comments. What are you saying? No, seriously, you know, it's my girls and all I want to be. Yes! And we should encourage that. That's what it's about. That's right. If you ever listen, there are beautiful things about tiger moms and military moms out there and like the structured force that are within you, mommies out there and daddies out there. But as someone who's an artist, we already beat ourselves up enough. You don't want to mirror that shit for your kids. And parents out there, single moms, I'm sorry. You do your dues. But I do not think you should ever exploit your situations amongst your kids. Don't show them men unless it's really serious, because they don't need that fucking, that's a show and tell. It causes a structure that's not fucking good. So I am so fucking private about my relationships in my life, and I want to vomit on those women out there who make me look bad and think it's not going to affect your kids. So be really careful who you spend energy with, guys, if you've got kids. Just don't. That's my opinion. It's an opinion. Do what the fuck you want. But my kid does not have the damage that he could. That's what I'll say. From anyone. Yeah, tragedy pimps are no good either. Fuck them. Fuck them sideways. Sorry. I didn't say that. Okay, so, where are we going? Hold on. What did we say here? I know! I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful. I mean, so when it really boils down to it, it's like, I don't cater to bad behavior either, so I don't reward bad behavior like a lot of parents out there, and no hate for who you are, but if that works out, that works out. Like, it's the Dr. Phil theory. How's that work for you? You know, if it's not working, then maybe it's not working for you, and you change the workings for you. So, like, it is actually quite scary for me to date out there. Like, I don't know, the last relationship I was in that lasted 6 years, I didn't even let him in my house for fucking 2 weeks. That man thought I was like hiding a hoarder situation or something, because I was like straight up like, you can come over, but you can't come in. And I did not let him fucking in my house for a hot fucking minute. And then when he came in, he was like, damn, this is fucking wild. You got a nice house. I was like, thank you. I do that on purpose. It looks like shit outside for a reason. You stay the fuck out. You don't know what's inside. I'm a YouTuber. I got too much in here. It costs money. That's a fact. That is me at my finest personality, telling you guys the truth here. Like, I'm not a gardener with like the flowers. I don't show and tell. I smoke it. Okay, so I grow really beautiful plants, but I may like give the fuck nothing about weeds out there. And I don't mean just weeds, just smoke. I might actually have a gray garden and then let the weeds take over. Like, I fed them, the fucking plants. Yeah. I have like, I don't know. You guys have to follow my Instagram and know what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying. Okay, so let's see what video we're going to throw at the face of all of you. Okay, so this might be an emotional fucking moment here. Yes, this is emotional fucking moment here. This is 46 minutes. I am not going to play this one because it's too emotional. But I will say it out loud. This is called My Single Mom Theory. Maybe there's some parts to it. Fuck, man. No, I don't think I want to play this one. You guys can watch it. I made it public. It's 22 weeks. I will put it in the description at the end. Feel free to troll that video. It's a good one, but I cry a lot in that video. Let me see what's another good one. Let's see here. I just want to play something that's worth it, right? Moms in America, birth plan extras. Ooh, I like it. Okay, we're going there. So this is when I'm pregnant. I'm a big fat pregnant lady. Oh, it's coming. Funny times ahead. Okay, let me pause this a second. It's only 21 minutes. Very nice. Pause the video, maybe. There we go. Where am I with this? I'm in my old house. That's different. Oh, that's an old one. This is different. Not sure what this is. We'll find out together. Okay, you gotta run. Thank you so much for joining us. You awesome man, you dad, you. So, I think we'll end on this, and who knows? We'll have a series maybe going forward. I appreciate all of your input and support today, guys. Okay, make sure it's actually on the screen. Okay, and I was saying the car situation. I also want to share real quick that I did not do the live with Insanity Reacts yesterday, but that does not mean it's not going to happen. I actually ended up a really fucking bad migraine last night, so I was really grateful by the end of that night that he had canceled. So it's okay. We can reschedule, and I'm so grateful that he does want to do the Hotel Colorado in Glenwood Springs. So stay tuned for those lives. They will be coming. And I will be graciously hosting him for an interview very soon too. So pay attention to my lives and my community post everywhere. And follow me on Instagram. We're going to get things popping. Okay. I love this intro, actually. Let me start over. Oh, that is my new place. Forgot. I think this is my music. I can't remember. That's not my music. I think it's free music that I love. Thank you, Lucky. This was 4th of July in Grand Junction, and then it caused a huge fire that we chased down. It was fun. But it was a house party. A bunch of kids broke into a house, lit some fireworks off, and then fucking lit the house on fire and left it. It was terrible. Awesome. Sorry, it's like a potato camera at this point. Hope you enjoy the music. When you're pregnant, you can edit more.
I'm going to be doing quite a bit of videos. I actually need to
It looked rough, guys.
get myself going. It's been one of those mornings. You can see how bad I look, how bad I feel.
Woo!
Whew. Let's turn on the light. So, today is a lovely vlog of no makeup and funky hair. In fact, let me put my hair up right now. And I'm looking into the camera, but I need to really put it out here. Hi, how you doing? Yes. Oh, pink bathrobe moment. Let me tell you, and some coffee. Pregnancy day, for real.
Pink bathrobe moment, I'm telling you.
And actually working on a vlog right now. Let me see if I can show you guys that loveliness. Do you see it? Can you see what I am doing?
Look at that big screen.
It's actually because I've been trying to get a few different videos up. I just have not been going up.
So here's the big attempt on this lovely Sunday before my lovely friend comes into town.
And I get too overwhelmed to do anything, so trying to get up to speed with a few videos. Thank you guys for all the awesome comments in regards to the baby's room and getting things going. It will happen eventually. Let me put my hair up. Hold on.
See all those curtains, guys? I couldn't paint my walls. I didn't own my house yet. I've like made it totally different. I'm in the closet right now. Seriously, guys. The closet of that room. Innovation, baby. And a big ass hammer.
So yeah.
Yes, been kind of an interesting couple of days actually. So yeah, I've been kind of busy focusing on a lot of other things. Like I have some good news. I have an appointment for a primary to visit locally to me, thankfully, who will be hopefully taking over my medical care and giving me the right referrals that I need. Because that's been kind of annoying. I've been back in Colorado now for a few months, and unfortunately have not had a primary yet because that's been just very difficult
It was hard.
to acquire, let's put it that way. I went on a research manhunt basically for another doctor and was able to find the one that I'm going to go with. So looking forward to that visit. That's in the middle of next month, so in the middle of October. On some other news, I have an appointment with a GI doctor following a couple of days from now, and also an appointment with an anesthesiologist, and that's the reasoning for basically if I can get the anesthesiologist to confirm what is safe for me to take for the pregnancy's possible C-section or pain management during hospital stay or even after. So we're going to find that out. It'll help to know with my records. They're actually on their way. I did get a hold of all of my doctors except my GI doctor and a spinal doctor I do need to get a hold of on Monday. But basically those two doctors, thankfully, potentially will be OB, my pain doctor, and my primary are sending me all of my records by mail, thankfully, so I can hand them over to the new doctors and not say, hey, you don't have my records, how you're supposed to treat me, because that's pretty much where we're at right now. I've been dealing with doctors for now, I would say about 2 months, not quite that long, but I've been relocated for 4 months, almost 5 months pregnant now. There was like a 2-month period before I moved, so trying to get myself back up to speed is a little difficult when I had such a rapport with the doctors I did, but then I had a lot of issues with all the doctors I did in California. So if you guys have been watching for a while, you know what I'm talking about. It's like they do baby steps. The weirdest thing I have noticed about the doctors in Colorado versus California is that they actually return your call. Like, really? You request for a doctor to get an appointment and the nurses or the office staff call you back. Sometimes the same day, sometimes within minutes of the
It's
referral,
weird.
which is just incredible. And I don't think it's like a lack of people having patience. I really do believe it's about patient care, which is kind of incredible to me. I just didn't know that existed. I lived here in the 90s, and I dealt with doctors in the 90s, and they were just like California. So when I was dealing with all the hurdles in California, honestly, seriously, it didn't surprise me. It was just frustrating. So to be at this point finally where I feel like, okay, so things are starting to make a little bit more progress is awesome. And being that, it's all about safety for me and the baby, that's why we're doing all these extra preliminary specialist appointments until the baby comes. There's a reason, there's a good reason, and that's just to prepare for the what ifs, the what possible things could be astray while I deliver. So I have 3 doctors right now, and I haven't explained this yet, but I'm going to try to explain best I can. 3 different doctors at 2 different hospitals who potentially be delivering my child. So with that being said, it's a little hard because not all 3 of them are in agreement. Actually, all 3 of them are in different opinions about each other's birth plan to do for this child. So because I'm dealing with a liver disorder and because it's a blood-to-blood contact situation, we're not really sure how safe the circumstances could end up being if I'm going to be hemorrhaging during delivery, so they have to do a C-section, or if I'm going to be perfectly fine and why are we scheduling a C-section, Or the other question is the back. Okay, you have a 47-degree curve. It's fused, which means the bone in between is fused. I'll try to get this picture in here.
Why did I do that music? Oh, there we go. There it is, guys. You can't make this shit up. Fuck. How do I pause it? Fuck.
You guys can see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Damn, it already went away. I got the delay on that. Sorry. But that shows my broken fucking... Okay. Sorry.
And so now what do? Do we induce her labor? Do we make her have a preemie? What do we do? When it comes to pain management, nothing's been allowed. Like they bluntly said, no Tylenol, nothing. And if you guys followed my journey for the last couple of years, you probably know that I've been using cannabis for pain for a long time. Well, I can't disclose anything here, and I won't. And that is because of the laws. I give a crap about CPS, and I don't really want to be dealing with any of that drama. So it's a very stressful time for me because I feel like as a patient, as a cannabis patient, and as a parent to be, There's very few answers when it comes to what's the birth plan and how we're going to make all this work. It's a little scary. So to have the support that I have recently from friends and family and whatnot in regards to where I'm coming from with all this pregnancy, it's been a blessing. But to not be able to document very much, it's because I haven't had many answers lately, people. So I'm trying to get back up to speed with my vlogs and share as much as I possibly can. But it's been really hard because I haven't been feeling that great. But I'm trying to push myself more to get a little more nitty gritty with the real details of what's been going on. And there's so much that it's a limit to where I can really show my emotions, because I don't know if it's hormonal or if it's just circumstantial or what, but there's so much going on in the background I wish I could share with you guys. I just can't. So thank you for all the support when you guys leave comments and have sent, anything, any love at all. Thank you so much, because it is really helping me get through this whole process of wow. I think the hardest thing that I think about as a vlogger, and been vlogging for the last 3 years, sharing my life and the ups and downs and the nitty gritty of the not so great things, is that I didn't know if I was going to have kids. And a lot of what I was documenting, frankly, how do I put this? I am not at all ashamed of who I am, but a lot of people might judge me as a parent soon to be. So even down to my icon, if you guys were looking in the corner somewhere over here, I think it's over there, but this video could flip when I save it. I'm just going to say the icon with the
Thank you,
candles,
C-File. Welcome.
the reality is, this channel and who I am and what I've been dealing with, in a lot of ways, even after this baby is born, I am a refugee to cannabis. I am somebody who had to move more than once from more than one other state to have protection in the reference to cannabis. If I leave the state with my medicine, there's a potential federal risk I'm breaking laws. That's ridiculous. I can't really visit my family without being in pain. I can't really go to Louisiana or California to visit friends and family without being in pain. It's ridiculous. Now, I am a patient of California in the sense that my license is very, very active, and I would still use it if I was there. But it's just a circumstance that if I wasn't pregnant, obviously, I'd still be doing the activism work that I'm doing now, which is sharing the truth that, unfortunately, there's a strange bias right now with, or a strange balance, let's say right now, with cannabis and parents. Even in Colorado, it's a legal state, but there are so many restrictions. And even comes to, is it even, legitimate for a mother? Our mother is receiving the same rights as non-mothers or non-parents, put it that way, in reference to cannabis. Almost like medication. I don't know a single parent out there that hands their child a joint and says, smoke up. I don't know any parents that do that, at least in regards to children, okay? So it's kind of hard for me to understand how the even demographics of all this debate about parents and the accessibility of it all. Seriously, if your child is underage and you've got enough cannabis that they can stick it in their mouth, there's a problem. And that's not the child's fault. That's your fault. So that's the parent. That's a singular situation. It's not a
Thank you, C-Files, for being here. It's my son's 7th birthday, 7th year, and we're just talking about all the amazing things that being a mom for 7 years has experienced. And part of it is going through old vlogs where I was being like, wow, and here's some of them and my brunette ass. So here we go. I'm so glad you're joining, because I know you'll fucking have your own opinions, and that's great. That's what we want.
Common situation with cannabis. So it's not a common situation with cannabis. So I just find it kind of ridiculous at times where I hear these debates where, for instance, when the doctors found out that I had been a cannabis patient, they had said to me that if I were to be using, it would be incorporating as much as 30 joints of the equivalence of one for me, for your baby. But they also made clear to say in that whole statement that they weren't sure and the research had not been fully done. But now they're going to go on a tangent. So that's a little frustrating and has been hard because I wanted to share it with you guys. And I think there's a fine line with sharing information that's been blurred back to me and giving information that's specific to me. So I'm going to do the best I can to continue to share some of the triumphs and craziness that I'm hearing in regards to laws. I am having a child during Prohibition, during the end of the drug war, and that is pretty incredible to see what has happened in reference to leaving one side of the country to the other. And like just last night I was reading something that Texas is definitely putting cannabis legalization on the ballot. That's I don't know all the logistics because I didn't stay up all night reading all the reports, but just to read that Texas is starting to get more realistic with things. Holy shit, I have family in Texas, so it's like to be able to know that I wouldn't be afraid at some point in my future, you know, it will be months ahead. As I said, you know, in many other videos, that it's just a scary situation because the father of this child is not involved, and I don't think I'm going to allow him to be involved because of a lot of different reasons, which I will do in another video. An updated video of what's been going on in the mind of Miss Chronicles and all this situation. It's just, I think that, you know, becoming a parent is definitely difficult, but there's also this whole other restriction for me that it's like, I've got a whole generation of people who don't understand. And I've got a whole generation of basically family members who either get it or don't, and friends who either get it or don't. And, you know, they want to be involved potentially with my child's life, and I want them to be involved with my child's life. Yet it's like, I'm not going to change the circumstances and what the doctors and how they've been trying to treat me for so long. Yet it's the scariest time of my life. I had a very long debate with a good friend of mine over the phone a couple days ago about oxycodone, which is being referenced that they want to give me during this pregnancy's delivery. So if I go through and I have a C-section, they're wanting to give me oxycodone. I'm a little bit upset about that and was fighting my doctor about, like, that's a narcotic. What are you doing? What? And then my friend was like, you know, you have to understand there are so many reasons why this is happening. And you think you know, but you have no idea. So I can admit when I'm wrong. It's a little hard, but I can admit when I'm wrong. And they were saying that, you know, the long-term effects wouldn't be a continual added long drip of narcotics, if you get my point, or opiates, you know. But that bothers me. Either way, it bothers me. I haven't fought this long to get to a point where I feel like, oh shit, people are freaking trying to shove pills down the throat. That's how it feels. So if any of you have been through something similar, please comment below. I love hearing from each of you. And also in reference to, oh, why not get an epidural? Well, that's not even, like I said, the birth plan. These doctors don't even know if that's okay. Pretty much the doctors have been saying that because my bone in my spine, especially the lower, was fused, there were probably no ligament, or how did they say? No access point. Example, there's no access points to actually give the injection for an epidural, so it would be a little harder to actually even administer, which would then make the whole process a waste of time and a lot more pain and drama in the middle of pregnancy, delivery, labor. So yeah, I'm a little bit like, okay, well then what do we do? And so one of the options that my one of my doctors is suggesting is that we go with straight up me sitting in a tub as long as I possibly can. I might have mentioned that in another video. Here's the update. As far as I know, that's going to happen. No matter what, I will be sitting in a tub.
Didn't even get that opportunity.
In a tub because that's not their policy at either of the hospitals I might be delivering at. And the reason I say either is one offers a neonatal unit and one does not. The one that does not is the one I want to go to, but that doesn't mean that I'll actually be able to go to that doctor or that hospital.
I had a midwife.
Because it depends on if the baby comes
In a
sooner
hospital.
than later. And because I have like, you know, over like 20 or it's like 16 weeks maybe left over. It's almost 20. Anyway, I'm 26 weeks, gonna be 27 weeks in less than a couple hours in a day on Monday. So it's sort of one of those situations where I'm trying to have faith, like I've always done and always said here in lovely YouTube land, in the doctors, but it's just like, really? You don't even know what you're going to do, and I could deliver any day, so we're just going to wing it. Wing it. Okay. It's hard. It's very scary, and I'm just trying to have faith. So I will keep you guys updated as much as I possibly can with this whole journey, but I will be honest, it's been a little scary. So that's it on that video for the updates of the medical, and I'm sure I've forgotten something, and I'll add something in if I forget it, but this is the way my vlogs are going to go sometimes, people, because it's a pink robe kind of day. Stay tuned for my next vlog. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh, what is it? What's here? There's something else here. Let me see what this is. Lunar eclipse. I was telling you guys this shit. Follow my moon. It's rare. Can't see shit, can you? It's fucking terrible. Damn it. Fucking megapixels. Bullshit. And I should have put my own music here. What the fuck was this? I think that's the end of it. Okay, so I said this. Rising full moon, look larger, total eclipse, I don't know what. I was Googling and put there. Okay. 18 years. Oh. Do you guys remember that one? So, that is where I'm going to end with that fun stuff and all the sharings time. Hold on, let me get rid of this damn thing and that damn thing. Come back with my face. Did you guys enjoy that? I am surprised we went this long. It was pregnancy brain? Yeah, probably, man. I don't know. I was tired back then. You have no idea. I have conversations I don't remember. Obviously, I just remembered them. Glad I recorded them. So, yeah, I am on live on a podcast. Okay. Everybody's getting a hold of me now. It's time to go. But yes, everybody, I appreciate you, especially C-Fowls, Heather, Birthday Chat, Supervisor, Justin Roran, and who else is here? Mr. Progressive Patriot came and joined us. All of you amazing, 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 amazing people. Who else am I forgetting? Brennan, yourbomb.coms. All of you. Thank you. Oh, Lookie was here. You guys are the best. If you would like your channel to be shouted out. Oh, and Sandy Reacts, I already mentioned you and all the other bomb ass. If you want your channel to be shout out at the end of this video, please leave a comment. And I will then just leave a comment and leave a green heart. We'll know what that means. Green hearts are good. But like you guys can see, I don't talk about my situations very often because I don't lament on them. That's probably the best way to put it. But when I say that I'm going to be on here and I'm not on here, and I say that there's other things that come up, usually it has to do with family life. And I encourage everybody to make priorities for how they are, whether you have a child or not. So I encourage other content creators to have your social life, to have your children be the focus. So as someone who deals with chronic illness, runs a business, is on YouTube, has a podcast, all the things I do, and life is what it is. There's ups and downs. As a Libra, the one thing I have learned over these years being a parent, I would think is, and raising a Sagittarius so far, a little fire sign,
is that I have to encourage his exploration, and I have to be okay with balancing sometimes things I can't control. So as an ex-control freak, we have to be good to ourselves. We have to reflect on the things we can control and the things we can't. Set examples for our children and for ourselves. And of course others if you're obvious to somebody on YouTube. So if you guys haven't checked out Seafowls, oh my God, Dusty, hi. You missed all the crazy pregnancy conversations, big boobs and everything I talked about. We're so silly over here. So double check, come back on the replay, tell me what you will think. Yeah, I am a recovering control freak. Are you freaking me out? No, I'm not freaking you out. No, I'm freaking myself out all the damn times I freaked out about so much shit I didn't even freak about. I'm telling you, it's a fucking thing. It's a fucking thing. But I was gonna say, Seafowls and Dusty and Forging Thought did this amazing like collaboration that I fucked around and everybody found out about. So you guys should check out the video below. I'm gonna tag. I see how I did that. We fucked around and found out. Okay, so you guys, I'm still working on it. It's my son's birthday today, and I'm trying to still get my tires handled. And so when the reschedule happens for Insanity Reacts, check out that video. When my tires are done, watch out for lots of videos that are coming in the snow. And I have so many reviews to do soon that I am hoping to bring on. Actually, that's a good idea. Here, it's coming right now. Seafowls, if you're hearing me, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hopefully you'll hear this later or somebody poke him. But I have a whole box up there that you don't know about, everybody. You sort of do. I have a bunch of joints I have to do reactions and reviews on. So the types of strands that I said I was going to be dressing up for and being characters for, it's real. Like Purple Urkel, I might have purple hair and look like a little nerd and talk about the damn strand. And then that's where we can collab, all of you guys who have your own channels and want to come on here and have a panel. We'll start it off talking about the strand. You'll come in, the title will be what it is. Bring on your own damn awesome, and we'll have a party. And what I would like to call it is a potluck party with each strand as a host. Then, if you like a particular strand, you ask me on a DM somewhere where you can, even Discord, and I'll come host on your show, whatever strand you prefer. I'll come in character too. I might even have to make up an accent. Like, there's some strange ones out there. What was it? I'm having a moment. It's there's a brick house one that has to do with New York, and that's a strand from New York. That will be interesting. Man, I can get creative on this shit. So anyway, that's the plan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll give you one more example. Do you guys know Rocky Horror Picture Show? Or do you know that, not that one particularly, but it's maybe the like Mystery Science Theater 3000, that kind of shit, where you come in and you like host the show at the beginning, and then everybody hangs out and we play around and find out, and then that character just hosts on other things. It's like Elvira, okay? Because I'm somebody who enjoys old ass movies and shit like that, and that's where the idea comes from. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, join me on Discord. If you want to join me on Discord, be realistic, say hello. Send me an email. It's probably the best way to get directly to me. So I'm not going to pay attention unless you send me an email. It's all below. Otherwise, there's other things happening, like podcasts that are going to be coming that are extensions of my own podcast right now, that even these crazy bitches that I'm talking about that are becoming from where you think I don't exist to. And it's Ready to Glare is the fucking channel. I'm going to hashtag her and tag her in here. Ready to Glare is the channel. I couldn't remember when I was on the Progressive Patriots interview with him and said that I wanted to do these random characters. Let me give you an example of who she is and how silly she is. I gotta find this right now so it makes sense to everybody, okay? Oh, we'll go to YouTube for that. It'll make way more sense, and then I'll end it. But I think this gives character, the concepts, and my son is so excited to help me with this concept too, even though he has no idea why he's like helping mommy dress up in characters. But my son's creative as hell. I mean, really. So the podcast is going to have an extension with like Kids Say the Darndest Things with Miss Chronicles, my little Timmy, and all the other fun things. My T-boy. Okay, so ready to... When it comes, you got to say it, guys. When your brain's slow, you got to say it while you can, or else it just goes away. early onset, who knows? It's called exhaustion. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this channel up, and you visually can see there's so many. I love Alfred Hitchcock. Are you kidding me? Fan. I'm a fan. Okay, I'm a fan. I also like Twilight. I mean, not Twilight. What am I trying to? Yeah, the Twilight Zone. I love the Twilight Zone. Okay, Ready to Glare. She actually does like commentary stuff. Let me bring up the video version and make sure you guys can see this. Why is my screen so fucking tiny? All right. I don't think I can push command because it's not working on here. Okay, never mind. So this is as big as it gets. All right, let's physically look at her fun stuff though. Is she gonna have her Instagram? Because I want to just pop there. Maybe not. Okay, so she wears a lot of wigs, but she does a lot of crazy like. Oh, let me just give you a fucking example. Love the shit out of her. She is somebody that takes things to a whole new extreme. Let me see if I can find her Instagram, because that's probably what I was explaining to you guys. You're not going to understand unless I visually give it to you. Ready to Glare Instagram. So you guys know that I say I have this TikTok. Well, I have lots of TikToks, but like lots of crazy concepts. So this idea of the different characters might even visually come onto TikTok too. And that way I can like be dressed up, but you guys have no idea what I'm doing until you come to YouTube. And then if you want to hear the podcast, you'll go to the podcast. And huge fucking information. I just got added to Audible and Amazon Music. They sent me an email and were like, we're accepting you. Please fill out the rest of the information. So, my podcast is now on every single platform you can fucking look for. I actually could go put it on even Pandora, but I'm not ready to pay the distribution fees that they require. But I will probably go there. We are going on, I don't know how many years now, but there's so much. And because even this video is going to be put onto my, no, I won't put this one on my podcast today. This is just here. But yeah, let me bring up this so you know what I'm talking about. Stop screen. And then the Valley Girl comes out so I can be like Sweet Tooth with this voice. Because it's a Cali Strand, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe. It just comes out, I'm telling you. Okay, so this is the bitch I love. I love her style so much. She is amazing, okay? And you guys don't understand. I have like 80 wigs right now. Like I bought them over the last few years. Don't even know why. I can only wear them short periods of time. My hair is fucking long. But it helps me play off this fun stuff. So even like, let's give a real fucking moment here. Hold on. That's a great example. What is her weird shit she does? Hold on. This is a good, that's crazy as hell. Here, I love this. I could be Sweet Tooth and it's moment. Let me let my dog out. Just stare at the wander. Go follow her. That fun stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, so the whole point that I'm sharing this is that this is it. You guys are going to start being able to see different characters, different themes, different conversations, and I can bring it everywhere. Because if I'm going to dress up, guys, I'm going to make a ton of content in a ton of places. She's very into the cosplay stuff that I know nothing about, but it's just, I'm strange. Like I own like 250 different corsets right now. And a whole bunch of fucking Victorian steampunk shit that I just collect. I don't even know why. I have one of these. They're fun as hell. So, you know, redheaded stranger might need to come up with her little redheaded attitude too. I don't know. It feels right. It's not about makeup mostly. It's mostly about the whole moment. So I think it'd be fun as hell. I'm not getting any fucking younger. And so, yes, it should be fun. My dog is being a jerk. You hear this? Probably the mailman. She's out for him. Anyway, guys, let me see what we got here. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that, Heather. It's been a long road. I mean, as a mom, I'm not sorry for the things I've done. as a YouTuber, I'm not sorry for the things I've done. As a content creator, I mean, you could just say, I'm an exhibitionist. I've been doing things a long ass time I enjoy. And it's an experience that you learn from. Sometimes you grow. It's like knitting. You try one thing, you try another thing. I'm not sorry about it. And I believe it builds character as a mother to teach your child to have different wants and desires. And as a man, like men out there who are fathers to children, little girls and little boys, I think you men have a lot to offer too, just by trying things too. Like, how many of you have bought like serious amounts of fucking man toys, like different bikes and different things, and you lose interest, or you get a boat and then it's just parked for a while? These things though are experiences that you share with your kids. So like, however it may be, shit, I know a ton of parents out there that do Legos with their kids. Like, sit down and do it. Me and my son, we like to play board games or watch scary shit, because if he's gonna watch that shit, he's only gonna watch it with me. It's like drinking. Do you know? When you get older, usually most of the time your parents were like, you're going to do it with me if you're going to freak fuck yourself out. Let's do this together. I'll show you the way. He's a good buddy too for that shit, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, it's just been a long ass road. And I'm sure people get a little confused by my content because I'm like kind of all over the place, but I'm an artist. I'm a self-expressionist at my finest. I do the things I can to be at least transparent in my own experiences. Maybe the one thing I haven't done as a mother is completely said all the things that feel scary about being a mother. You know, it's just an experience, you know, over time we learn things. So I'll say the advice I have in the 7 years I've been a parent is I don't share my relationships publicly. That can be sad and good. What I need to do in the future is take pictures with those people, but not share them, instead of being like, we're not taking pictures at all because we're not public. That's where it went wrong. But number two, because there's compartmentalizing, right? Oh, you're awesome. Thank you, Dusty. And you, what a fucking active person. Guys, go check out his channel. I'm not even going to spit it all out. I've heard you, Dusty. Heard you on your lives, wherever you've been. I've heard you. You are such a focused individual on your people, your family, your fucking career. Man, you're an example. And I say that to a lot of these YouTubers out here we're close with. I'm not going to drop too many names, but you know what I'm saying. Focus is important. Boundaries are important. Always come back and reflect it at why you're doing it. Are you here for the ego, or are you here for the soul? Is it soul fulfilling? Are you being filled up? Is your soul being filled up by the people that you're around, the content you're putting out? That's what it just boils down to. So people can be confused. They'll figure it out. I'm still trying to figure the fuck out. Yeah, my dog's an asshole. So I will put all these damn links in like an hour or two up, because I'm going to go have some fucking breakfast. I have croissants and cream cheese and spinach and white cheddar and some pepper jelly and some sun-dried tomatoes I'm going to make a masterpiece with. Anyway, guys, have a good day. Check out the links that I put out later, and probably I'll start be doing these type of token talks where we're like review things, talk about things, live life, okay, more consistently in the morning at this time, and then throughout the day, if I'm going to put content out, you'll see it. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, TikTok. I even finally set up some live stream like action with Twitch that I want to do special content over there because of shout out to Shay Darker for giving me the idea of the music content over there. He's a good man with all that. But Discord also will be someplace I can showcase some of these unlisted videos that I can't actually, like, it might be a little deeper conversation. So if you come on Discord, there's already a tag. I thought it out. The tag will have unlisted videos. You can watch the whole video there and it won't bother. And you can even share it. I don't give a fuck. But maybe it's something I don't want right there on the screen of all the public, you know. If it's a Discord favorite. Okay. You guys have a good day. I think my dog's tearing a toe off of someone. Who knows? Thank you. Let's see. What did you say? Oh, she's by the door being a bitch. That's what's happening. You can wait. And my girls always have fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Shade, Seafowls, Forging, my brothers and sisters. Thank you guys. You're amazing. Okay, till next time, follow the links always and stay tuned. Lots are happening. I'm still working on Seafowl's final video. So maybe, yeah, we might need to collaborate on another audio for you guys, and I can still overlay it right on top of that video. So, yeah, we'll talk. Have a good day, guys.